I definitely forgot I muted myself. Oops. Oopsies, silly me. I was saying a bunch of stuff. I was saying like, oh yeah, did you guys know I made a Tumblr? People are like, oh, there's no point in making a Tumblr. I brought it up like half as a joke a couple times, and then I actually did it because I was like, wow, there's no harm in this. And I actually got some interactions, which is, not a lot, but, I don't get any interactions on my Twitter, so it's actually doing better than my Twitter right now. Also, I'm having to type these posts because I was too greedy. I went too long with Ganoja, and then I said, like, and I had like a whole yap. Then I was like, oh yeah, maybe I should move Ganosh to a later time because I get very greedy with it. I get too invested. I have a fun time, and so I forget the time and I go for too long. But I was like, nah, I kind of like this time slot though. I'll just have to learn not to be greedy. And then I read out loud like the post I'm typing. So yeah, I'm finishing the post real quick right now. And I said like, I'm typing the post right now. Use it as a break time. Go get yourself a snack, something to drink. And if you do, let me know what you're getting. That's what everything I said in like lightning speed. I was really yapping up a storm. And I was muted the entire time. That's so very silly of me. I'm sorry. I need to find an image because this is a fun little quirk that that Blue Sky has. If you copy a link before you go live for like a stream, it will let you put it into the like as an embed. But if you copy the link after you've already gone live, it doesn't embed because it just turns into a gray screen instead. So I have to find an image to use with it, which is kind of annoying, but it's whatever, I suppose. It is what it is. Let me see if I can find an image of Luke specifically, since I'm talking about him. Wait, what? Why am I— oh, I just got spoiled on something, which I should not be doing that, but apparently there's epilogues in this game for specific character pairings. That's what I just got spoiled on. Well done, that's interesting. What? I'm being spoiled on so much right now. Oh no, I should stop looking through these images, but I need an image for my posts. I need an image for my posts. I need an image for my— I really do need to stop looking at these images. I'm being spoiled left and right. I'm trying my best to not register them in my brain. You know what? I'll use the gun image. The gun image is fine. The gun image is not relevant. We already saw that. Well, it is relevant, but we already saw it, so it's not a spoiler. I'm not gonna— actually, no, I'm not gonna say the spoilers I saw because why would I share my misery with you? I'll save you from it. There we go. Let me copy my message. Post. I'm so sorry about having to do this live. This is what I get for being greedy. Let me delete this. Let me grab the image again. Let me copy the image again because Twitter does not do embeds. And post. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that. Epilogues on what? On like character ships. I saw some like specific character pairing epilogues and I was like, what is this? I don't think I've seen this. So yeah, that's interesting. Why does it say— never mind. Not even gonna worry about it. I'm just hello guys, hello everybody. My name is Bisa, and you're watching The Letter, yay. I would be lying if I said I would be against more Ganoja Creed. No, I cannot afford to. Alright, let me open up the game. I still have Ganoja open. Oh gosh, I forgot that in Ganoja you cannot close the game when you're in the character. Fuck. Hold up. I forgot that you cannot quit out of Ganoja. Hold up. I forgot that you cannot quit out of Ganoja in the setup screen. That's so annoying. Seriously, you need to stop doing that. I'll just start something random. And quit out. Oh gosh, I got on loop 69. Oh no, I'm getting a lore. I'm just gonna have to alt F4 out. I'm out of Ganoja because I'm getting a lore that I don't want to be spoiled on. I'm gonna alt F4 out of it. It's fine. I had to alt F4 out of there. I was getting Setsu lore and I was like, oh, this is a CG and Setsu lore and everything. I cannot be doing this off screen. For a second, I thought this was Kenosha related. I was trying to be salty for you. No. I wouldn't spoil myself on Kenosha. It was about the letter. I did spoil myself on what we have coming up next Kenosha stream on Loop 69. But yeah, whoops. To be fair, it's an old game with an old code structure. It was on Peter's feed at first. Why are we talking about the... whatever, it doesn't matter. Where's the letter? I'm so sorry for being unprepared. I'm a big silly today. There we go, the letter. Yeah. Where is it? Why does it not show? I'm hearing it. Why is it not? Come on. There we go. Also, what was on PS Vita first? Kenosha? Kenosha. Oh yeah, it was released on the PS Vita, you're right. I thought it was the PC release was the original, but no, it wasn't. That's interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense then for there to be weird restrictions in the saving, but you know, it's still a little bit annoying. Because that's like the main point where I'd want to save, but it doesn't let me, but that's okay. Alright, let's continue here. Oh no, not Kylie. Why are we talking about a magenta puppy? I forgot the context. I don't think I can spend any more time with Kylie considering how high-strung I feel. So it's a good thing that Swara escaped for her as soon as I've called. Nor just earlier than agreed upon time, he voiced no complaint. The bastard even has a look of relief as soon as they left. Or at least I interpreted it as such where I stood by one of the windows, not bothering to step out and greet the man. No doubt he still doesn't trust me around the spawn. Well, he has every right to be suspicious of me. I am a dangerous man. I don't know, there's something about men calling themselves dangerous. Like, I know that Luke actually has evidence to back it up, but I feel like 9 out of 10 times when a man's like, yeah, I'm dangerous, you should be scared of me, I just cringe. I'm sorry. Like, it makes you, even if it's true, it still makes you sound so ridiculous. Where's the best character? Where's Luke? He's the one speaking. Yeah, he is the one speaking. We're watching his perspective. But yeah, no, there's like, sometimes I get like ads on YouTube that are like, you follow this curse to become the most dangerous man in the room. And it's just like learning math or learning AI or learning basic conversation skills. Like, buddy, what about learning AI makes you think you're gonna be the most dangerous man in the room? What the frick? This feels like some weird kind of power fantasy that feels, I don't want to call it misogynistic, but it definitely feels like if someone was actually following one of those courses and like was fully brainwashed by them, I would not trust them. I would not trust them to be alone with a woman because those people are just they are just the most quiet and friendly ones are the most dangerous. Something like that, yeah. But yeah, no, there's something about, specifically because of those ads, that people calling themselves dangerous has made me cringe. But I guess Luke does have kind of a point. I guess he does have bodies in his closet, but still. But to my chagrin, I don't freaking know how to pronounce that leaves me with the rest of the day with nothing to do. Well, aside from picking up the mess Kylie left behind in the parlor, to my immense relief, she remembered to take her doll home with her this time. But the same could not be said of the crayons and papers littered here and there. The first things first, I snatched my own doodle off the table and ripped it to shreds, leaving no hope that it will see the light of day. The rest of the drawings, all Callie's remains, remain unharmed as I collect a lot. I had no idea what this existed, but thanks, I hate it. Yeah, no, I don't know why I get ads for it. Like that, I'm not interested in that type of stupid alpha male course that costs you 300 euros per month. I'm not interested in that at all, but they keep getting ads for it and it bugs me. Though they had been stacked neatly on the table before, they must have been blown about when I saw Kylie. My reading is I'm too frazzled. I haven't gotten a break between streams. They must have been blown about when I saw Kylie off. And there are plenty of them. From cats and cakes to colorful rainbows and gardens, the child managed to make the lot during her morning here. There's one more that I have to fish out of the fireplace where I landed. Expecting to see another one of Kylie's masterpieces, I am instead greeted with something a bit more concerning. There's me and there's Kylie, the two of us, side by side and smiling as our stick figure selves stand in a nondescript field. Not much I can ascertain without looking at the label below the doodle's feet. The third figure stands next to me in the drawing. A woman with her face hidden behind a curtain of black. The Kako they're writing under her supplies.
Kako says you're making a really funny face.
One big happy family.
Taka-who?
Taka-who? I forgot about Taka-who.
Takako, a friend I made.
Yeah, if I saw this as a parent and was like, damn, your friend is covered in blood and an adult, I would be worried too. I'm struggling to comprehend at so many levels and I'm astonished this is a thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand it either, but you know, unfortunately I'm not surprised anymore. People just be like that. The hairs on the back of my neck stand on end and I feel a chill go down my spine. A breath. That isn't mine. It has me turning around, expecting, hoping to see someone, anyone. But nothing. And that's when I hear it. Well, that's definitely different. Everyone else hears the ghost crying, but I guess he hears it laughing. Laughter, sweet and merry laughter ringing from the ballroom. Thinking about it has my cheeks burning and my blood running hot. It's as if I'm being mocked. As I stomp towards the door, I have to stop myself from shouting up a storm. I expect to see some of the help dallying about, idle from their duties. Perhaps they thought they could slack off on their duties without the head butler around and with my preoccupation with Kylie. Well, they had another thing coming. But again, nothing. Nothing from what I could see with a cursory glance at the very least. I roam around looking for near impossible hiding places, and still I am alone. Yet I can still hear the laughter, that accursed laughter echoing about in the room, in my head.
Who's there? Show yourselves and show some respect to the master of the house!
This inner dialogue really is making me forget whose perspective I am following. Like, I was like, damn, this sounds almost normal, and I look up his mouth, and I just like, oh, right, Luke, Cold uneasiness settles into my stomach when no one answers. I stump on my own 2 feet, feeling a wave of nausea come from nowhere. I have to put a hand against the wall to stay upright when the world shifts and pain explodes from behind my eyes. It takes every ounce of my self-control not to heave then and there. The only thing my pride allowed me to do then is close my eyes and attempt to alleviate some of the pain. We're so gonna get jump scared. Oh, actually, never mind. Vague, unfamiliar images, there is a memories not mine, flash in my head unbidden and welcome. Like a strong hammer strike to the head, threatening to crack my skull and split it in two. Whatever emotions they hold are muted. I'm nothing but a spectator. Still, its place feels palpable. Though it doesn't take long for me to these sensations to get into my head, through my eyes and my ears, it creates some buzzes in the spaces between. Oh, it's the memory that... I forgot where we saw this before, but we have seen this before. I've forgotten whose perspective though. Because it can't have been... Yeah, I don't remember. But I guess Luke really is like a reincarnation of this guy. Also, yeah, we saw this image before, but you know. I still feel it's criminal that they made Luke look like actually like a nice looking human being in this image. When I don't want to think of Luke as being even remotely nice in any sort of way. Over and over it hurts. The pain, however, is not overbearing or blinding. It's the littlest of cuts and the bruising of flesh by burned oh my gosh, stop. It's the littlest of cuts and the bruising of flesh by blunt force. It travels down my cheeks and my mouth. There's a pounding in my head. It's not blinding, but that makes it all the starker. Everything hurts.
Please, milady, he need not suffer. I beg of you, have mercy begs you, please. He deserves none of this.
Why is this happening?
Silence, before I cut out that impertinent tongue of yours and feed it to the dogs.
Yeah, I guess, Luke is more like the lady from the past than from the guy of the past, I suppose, in personality.
You will watch and you will learn what happens when I am displeased.
This really feels like non-personal word vomiting. It really does. What have I done to deserve this? One after another, they come at me, an unending flood that threatens to sweep me away for what feels like an eternity. Each one a show of both joy and suffering for those who have called this mansion their home. Each new scene is like a hammer to the head threatening to crack my skull and split it in two. I feel every little emotion in the blurry images that present itself in my head. I feel like a part of these, like I've lived through them, though I know that's not possible. All their anger burns through me, that much is evident, but the pain more so. And above all of it are the whispers, the voices calling and luring until one image emerges in vivid contrast to the others. When there's a shout of joy, my eyes snap open, looking for the culprit. That's when the whole room just changes. Everything is the same, yet everything isn't. There are people everywhere, laughing and dancing. I should be concerned about them, but my mind finds it easy to dismiss them as they fade in and out from nothingness. Instead, I find my concentration drawn to a man and woman, though one can only call them a lord and lady going by their clothes. I know just how happy the couple looks. Though the man's eyes are eerily blank, like he's not all there, his face is familiar though. In fact, they both are, but I can't quite place a why. I don't know why the game is still trying to hide it, like it's so obviously meant to be a parallel between him and his wife, but whatever. It's to make for a pretty picture as they dance in the center of the ballroom, even the phantom crowd's attention stays on them. It reminds me so much of Hannah and I during the early days of our marriage, the honeymoon years they call it. Okay, they're not trying to hide it. We were happy then too, all smiles and her sunshine, even with the normal dreary weather. Younger, we had less to worry about, or at least thought that way. I wished we could go that way, even with all that I did and had to do. When life has a way of catching up, there was work to be done. Although we had to stay the loving, perfect couple in public, I could not afford to look so weak. To appear tied down to someone else, to those who knew who I really am. I had a heart in my heart when I have business, but it hadn't always been so easy to just switch that part of me on and off. I should be concerned about their intrusion too, as what in the bloody hell they are doing in my house during a party as if they own the place. Asking myself how the fuck I didn't notice what was going on before, on the parlor and the foyer, both only a few doors away. There's a horrid feeling of envy. I know I have long accepted that I am a jealous person by nature. I have never felt such a strong feeling of envy as I have now. They were happy with each other, these people, but Hannah and I... Envy turned into anger. Anger for something I could not have. But I have the feeling that yelling and screaming at them wouldn't do much of anything anyway. None of the others have given me notice. I realize that this might not even be real. It tells me that these two people are from the paintings, the ones all over the mansion. Which makes sense. I don't think I'm imaginative enough to make this all up on my own. This must be a dream, or a really horrible high. Just then, I could feel eyes on me as I contemplate the absurdity of the situation, yet I find difficult in trying to tear my eyes away from the two dancing. I manage, and I regret looking away. Yeah, I figured. The woman from the garden stands beside me. I can hear her rattling breath, menacing and chilling. Everything in me screams to run. But something pins me to the spot just as she just looks at me, watching and waiting. The clamor of their voices fills the ballroom, although they say such welcoming words that do not feel comforted by the madness I'm experiencing. Their joyous voices turn sinister and foreboding to my ears. The chorus of people that shouldn't exist, trying to overwhelm me, drown me even as I stand on dry land. The music still plays as the phantom quartet continues while I stand here, vulnerable and afraid. The dance has already ended, and I'm afraid that I might just be tonight's entertainment. Attention is all well and good until buttocks like this go down. These random people watch me, thousands of eyes scrutinizing, though they cheer for my return. Cajole, is it pronounced Cajole? Cajole made the dance to join the merriment. Their eager hands all over, pulling me in every direction, but they do not move me enough to remove me from the woman's gaze.
Listen. Can you not hear them as they welcome you home? Your kind, our kind. You're one of us, my love. We are bonded by the blood we share.
What do you mean the blood you share? What do you mean the blood you share? I'm confused. Like, I understand that they have like some kind of relationship to the past, but I do not know what they mean by blood. Because like Takako is like what? Like a Japanese immigrant or something? Whereas this guy is as British as can be, so I don't know. Well, calling it an immigrant is also, you know, it's a little less voluntary than that, but yeah, you get what I mean. If I thought the voices were overwhelming before, it is nothing compared to how they are now. Their voices are loud, speaking in unison, echoing over each other in the spaces of my head. They welcome me back as if I've always belonged, as if I was meant to be here in the first place. Distant relative, but like how? Like she is literally stated to be an East Asian slave, whereas he is like, you know, a British noble. Like how would they be distant relatives is my question. Because lettering it, I am lettering my letter, yes. But I guess that's talking about the old version and not Luke currently. So I don't know how that would work. I don't know, we'll just have to find out. They call me all these titles and names that do not belong to me in that man's face. Now with the empty eyes flashes again before me. Once, fleetingly, like a new memory having burned itself in my mind. I have to struggle for air when I come back to myself after.
I'm not. This isn't...
Oh, that's a new expression. Look at his silly face. The welcome turned to screams at my protest, painted desperate pleas for my help, telling me that it is my duty to stay. Telling me that I belong among them, to them. Gentle touches turned near threatening, and the warning scratches and baring up teeth by predators turn before they truly maim someone. My mouth goes dry as I struggle to speak some sense into this hallucinatory madness, but I don't get the chance as they drown out my voice.
Our Lord, my Prince.
I guess few hundred years can change a lot of things, you are right. At their worst, there's a compulsion to stay. Though my heart races in my chest, the fear I should be experiencing refuses to register in my head. Mind and body aware with each other, nearly tearing me in two. Actually, now that I think about it, Luke's mother is stated to be a prostitute. So I could see him being related from his mother's side, question mark? I don't know how it would work, but if he is related to Takako through any means, I would expect it to be his mother. Because his dad is like another British freaking billionaire, so you know, that's not... I wouldn't expect it to be anyway.
Oh, you finally returned to us.
The compulsion to walk into her arms is strong. Whispers in my head tell me to go to her. They say that she is safety, she is home at heart.
We have been waiting for so long.
With a repulse at these thoughts, I wrench away and turn with a small gasp. Without hesitation, I start to make a run for it. I nearly falter when an angry shriek pierces the air, inhumane and monstrous. I don't dare look back, I just run. I don't care if this is a drug-induced hallucination or not. Just run. Off the ballroom. And out of the parlor. It's only then that I bother to look back, hoping and praying to the god I scorned that it did not pursue me. I would have run all the way up the mansion too if someone didn't get in my way. I collide with a body much larger than mine and fall back to the ground, head spinning as I look up at the stained glass. Turning my head to the side replaces the colorful side with a pair of shiny black shoes. Fatigue fills every inch of my being then, making me refuse to get up. Meanwhile, a familiar head of ginger hair looks down at me in amusement.
You really must look where you're going if you insist on running about. Do tell, where is the fire?
Oh, thank God you're here.
I do hope you don't have a concussion. Can you count backwards from 15 to 1 for me?
Oh, fuck off, you wanker. Just help me up.
Not the wanker.
I do not think insulting me if you do have a concussion is a smart decision. But no, really. 15 to 1.
That woman, she was here. I told you to keep an eye out for her.
Luke, you're not helping your case. Also, hi, Garo. You're not helping your case against the concussion. Like, just count very fast and then tell him the story because he's not gonna believe you while he thinks you'll have a concussion, buddy. I need that guy also in Genosha too. Who? Johannes, you want fake German butler in Genosha too? That is hilarious. I kinda agree. I think we should have Johannes in Genosha too. The other man offers an arm and pulls me up to my feet then. But before I can storm off and pull him into the ballroom, he anchors me down with one hand on my shoulder and the other touching the back of my head.
No bruising or bump. That still does not mean that you don't have a concussion.
I love and hate his accent so much, so I want him. You're so right. You're so right. Like, his accent is 100% fake. There's no way this voice actor is actually German. But I still find it so enjoyable for no reason. Like, unironically, Johannes is the funniest character in this game. Like, he's the only one that I actually root for. He's the only character that is likable in a non-ironic way. Well, I mean, it's still kind of ironic, but it's somehow still less ironic than the other characters.
If you are too lazy to count backwards, can you tell me your full name? Where are you currently?
We don't have Lucille Mitchell Wright. And this is the Ermengarde bloody fucking foyer. But we don't have time for this.
You must make and have the time to make sure you are not broken in the head.
Broken in the head.
I have already sent security to scour the whole house when I saw you running out of the parlor, Dummkopf.
Dummkopf.
If the woman is here, they will have her. You will only be slowing them down if you plan to interfere.
When he points that out, I realize that there are guards starting to filter into the house as we speak, with some already searching the nearby rooms. Armed and uniformed men go about in pairs, making it so that the house is in a flurry of activity. He lets go of me then with the knowledge that I am not going to keel over anytime soon.
I was hoping that you would be tired from dealing with the young miss on my return. Instead, you come running and hit your head. Such a troublesome boy. Shall I be carrying you to bed, too?
Broken in the head, hon. Sometimes I even hear some fake French accents. It's an experience. He's just European. He's just Western European. Period. There is no... Just don't think about it too much. Just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it.
I can manage just fine on my own. Though I don't see how I can sleep until that woman is caught.
It'll be easier to keep you safe in your quarters. This is twice we've known the woman to break in. I think we can safely presume that you hold her interest.
Uh-oh, got himself a yandere. Oh no. He said it as a matter of fact, and its own that broke no argument. Not like I'll argue if it means I'm kept safe. The two of us hurry upstairs to remain watchful and wary of any potential threats to my person. We make it to the master bedroom without any trouble, though. The two of security are left outside the door. No problems at all. Not until we get inside. Johannes' eyes scan the room baldly, a look of dread on his usually stoic face. I don't understand for a moment, looking around the bedroom is empty. But then I realize...
Where's Hannah? She came home with you from the hospital, didn't she?
Uh-oh. Oh, I will worry about it, asking myself important questions such as, but why? Because the people who made this game are not European and don't know what a European voice sounds like, okay? I don't think none of these voice actors or the people who made this game know what a German sounds like, don't worry about it.
She's supposed to be here. I sent one of the maids to accompany her here, to let her rest.
Oh no, not a yandere, what a shame. This trope really doesn't please anyone. Oh no, I can't believe how a yandere girl stay away from me and left French faithfully. Oh yeah, are you a yandere enjoyer, Omni? I guess we're learning something about you today. I feel the color drain from my face when he raises a hand to stop me from charging out there.
Stay.
I'm not staying in here while Hannah stays out there.
One of the guards will find her and bring her here.
And what if they don't? What if that woman gets to her first? What if she already has her?
That's not possible.
You can't promise that.
There's no second thought as I reach under the side of the bed and pull out one of my knives. I have no doubt that the other man can take care of me. Can take me on if we're both unarmed. But with this, I can even a field, or at least deter him from escalating the situation and risking hurting either of us.
I'm going out there to look for Hana, and you're either with me or you aren't.
Not especially, but I don't dislike it. I'm just getting stuck in the silly mood of this game. That's fair. I feel like this game turns me silly too. It also makes me illiterate, but you know, that's just a side effect. It's whatever.
I'm not risking Hana, and I'm not leaving her alone.
Still, like a stubborn mule, he refused to budge from the door. There's a withering look on him that I try to match. Or that somehow I am losing fast too, even with him not saying a word yet.
Can you see yourself in the mirror right now? You are in no proper state to go looking for anyone. If it will make you happy, I will do the looking. But please, and don't make me repeat this, stay where it's safe, where security can find you. We already have one person to be worried about. Please don't add another one to it.
Perhaps that is his stone. In spite of his general disdain for virtually everything that has to do with me, I like to think that over the years he has grown to care for Hana at least. Which I'd love to admit this, I trust him with their safety over any servant in this house. So, I still don't know how to pronounce this word. I have looked it up before and I still don't know how to pronounce this word. Pronunciation. Acquiesce. So, an acquiesce.
It's 2 hours, Shirokin. I don't think it'll take that long to find one missing woman in this house. 2 hours. Any more than that, and I'm going out there.
Please do try before checking out, sorry. That's also the thing, I've seen this word before. This game has used this word before, I forgot how to pronounce it.
Of course.
Despite his words, he lingers. If I don't know any better, I'd say he wants to make sure I get in that damn bed and sleep before he turns away from me. What am I? A child, watching me and treating me like one. There's a reason why we will never get along.
Well, what are you waiting for?
And the knife?
The knife stays.
Very well.
Only then does he seem to get the hints. With a nod, he leaves and locks and closes the door behind him. For a moment, I can still hear his voice while he gives the guards outside fear my instructions, and the hush as soon as he departs and his footsteps fade away. Well, it doesn't quite last. As quickly as the silence settles, lightning flashes across the sky, followed immediately by the loud boom of thunder. And that wanker strikes so dangerously close that I can feel the electricity in the air. Luke is really in a wanker mood today. He is saying the word wanker so much. The power goes out now a second later and I feel as if I'm being mocked by whatever greater power there is. I was deathly still for a moment, but soon the rain starts once again. Far heavier than the light drizzle from this morning, its bitter patter hitting hard against this place's roof. Despite the noise, I find myself drowned to my bed, exhausted, hoping for a little nap. Oh no, it's when you try to go to sleep that you're gonna see the ghost again. I know this game by now. I'm safe here, and I will be safe too. Shotgun will find her, and when I wake, she'll be here. It does not take long. Once my head hits the pillow, in a matter of minutes darkness claims me, bringing with it laughters and whispers of a twisted love from a long time ago. But this pronunciation is 65 or 70 out of 100. They really put a lot of European language in there, I guess. I guess so. I mean, I don't claim to be an expert in other European languages either. I mean, the only one I speak is Dutch. But yeah, no, I don't know. I also still don't know what is. I mean, I do know why I decided to set this in the UK. It's because, haha, old mansion. That fits the UK, but you know.
Who are you? Stay away!
Sweet dreams, my love. It'll be over soon.
It's Tuesday, innit? I'm sorry, we were just talking about the British accent, and then I saw the Tuesday. Listen. That was not even a good British accent. I don't know how to do a good British accent. I have no defense. That was just cringe. I'm sorry. Yet, in spite of the unfamiliar voices and unwanted touches from shadows lurking in the dark, rousing is a slow, arduous process. Difficult, every limb heavy with lead, no matter my aversion from the words they murmur, in my ears or the sight of her horrid smile from afar, my body refused to yield. I am at their mercy. Beyond fathomable reason, my consciousness refused to pull off the waking world, choosing to linger in the pits of the dream, gradually drawing me deeper into the unknown depths. Somehow, even though it might mean I may never open my eyes, I allow them.
You do not belong there, my prince.
Not that I mind getting a few extra hours, of course. The bed's more comfortable as it is, after an exhausting day yesterday. Babysitting Kylie and the stress of finding an intruder in my own home. I think I deserve a little break every once in a while, especially after going through all that in a single day. I can only be on the receiving end of so many unacceptable things within the span of a few hours, you know. As a gracious host and person I am, my patience has limits still. Although there's still a problem with Hannah, I haven't forgotten that, of course, but that's why I hired Shrocken. Also, I know that I'm pronouncing Shrocken wrong, but I cannot be bothered to correct it. I know it's Shrocken. I know it's not pronounced Shrocken, but shut up. He's competent enough, he won't even last a day in my service if he's any lesser than those half-wits who think they can deceive me with sweet words. He's more than capable of working on his own without guidance. Let the butler take care of the little problem with Hannah while Hannah...
You do not need her. I am here. We are here. This is where your home is. Where you belong. For the blood we share. Come back to us.
How long has it been since? Johannes has never taken this long before.
Surely there should have been an update by now. Right?
So why isn't there?
Please don't go.
Bloody hell, the cretins I've surrounded myself with.
Greetings. And it's not enough reason to force myself out of bed, as has always been the case. My eyes fly open, expecting the warm rays of sunshine filtering through the curtains, while to be greeted by a blinding flash of light and a loud boom of thunder that sounded nearly too close to my ears. Strong gusts of wind will occasionally burst from the open balcony, bringing drizzles of cold rain into the room. I must have left it open earlier before dozing off. The carpet and the floor close to it is already drenched. Anna's going to be so cross when she sees this. Not that it's an immediate problem, if anything, it's this power outage we should be minding first. With the intruder so large, steering through this darkness might be far more fatal than multiple stab wounds or a gunshot to the chest.
Oh, great. The power's still out. That is exactly what I need right now. Yes.
Stream is so racist by not wanting to convey an accurate on-stage notation, by not wanting to say words correctly. No, I'm just lazy. Listen, I'm just lazy, okay? Shh. I'm just channeling this game's spirit. This game does not pronounce things correctly either. I'm just, trying to be lore accurate to Luke's inner monologue. You think Luke is pronouncing Shrocken correctly in his inner monologue? No, of course not. I'm just trying to be lore accurate, that's all. It's the storm, of course. I should have moved back to the penthouse to weather it in a much more comfortable setting. Already I can hear the creaks and groans of this old place as the rain beats against the windows.
Johans! Has someone been sent to take the circuit breaker yet?
The one thing I refuse to budge on is the pronunciation of Johannes. It's not Johans. Who the fuck pronounces his name Johans? Go away. No answer.
Johans?
Silence.
Shrocken! Someone! Anyone?
Still nothing, and my cordial mood is quickly dissipating.
Those idiots when you need them.
It's really a wonder why he hasn't fixed this yet. Was I really out that long? Can't be, it has only been a few hours after midnight, if the time on our wristwatch is anything to go by. Also, I've forgotten to change it again after the last overseas trip a month ago. The delay is understandable if we went looking for Hannah as we promised. But bloody hell, my safety is also at stake here. Cursing, I stay still, letting my eyes dry and adjust to the darkness while my hands fumble for my slippers. If that butler is going to fix this, I may as well order the security post outside to do it. It's probably just a blown fuse. Anyone with a brain can repair on. Grabbing my jacket, it was footwear finally on, and make for the door. Although in haste, I pause briefly when a gleam catches my eye. One of my drawers underneath the clutter I've yet to organize. The muzzle of a gun peeks out. Hannah's never openly commented my possession of it, but I know she does not approve of it, knowing the bloody firearms policy in this nation. Of course, I've not found much use for it in the 7 years we've been together, otherwise she would have already had it thrown out years ago. Doesn't mean it won't be useful right now. Without second thought, I seized it, sending the stuff piled above it to the floor. Whatever. I'll get it to later. This blackout problem should be resolved first. Right next to my missing security detail, as it turns out.
Where the fuck did everyone go?
They got ghosted away. They got spirited away. I don't know, you're some kind of weird alternate version of reality right now. I think if we were a lore accurate look, we would not be speaking in broken English in this box, to be fair. No, he may suck at languages, but at least he's British. Unless you want me to do a very bad British accent, but I don't think you want me to do that. I think you're gonna regret asking me to do that. I don't think you want that. I don't know how to do a British accent. It's gonna sound terrible. There were two, weren't there? Shoken had two blokes posted to stand guard out. Fuck, never mind. I'm not even gonna try it. I am already illiterate enough. To stand guard for the night. I may be panicking for a bit earlier, but I'm quite sure I haven't gotten delusional yet. Why did both of them decide to take a break? Because I think the master's already sound asleep and will be looking for them.
Damn nitwits.
I say it because of drunkenness, to be fair. And you said you weren't drunk. Do it, no. I just know I'm gonna fail miserably. It's not even gonna sound like a British accent. I don't know how to do it. No, I'm not gonna humiliate myself for free. Not today. I know assassinations happen very rarely these days, and even less so in a peaceful city like Luxburn with bollocks. There's been a woman going in and out of this place uninvited who may or may not want to put a knife in my back. Is that enough reason to stay on alert? I'm really certain Shoken will just enlist their help just for the power outage, only to leave me unprotected. We have a difficult friendship, so to speak, but I doubt that man's an opportunist. I'm holding the lives of his family in my hands after all. How dare you? How dare you threaten the one ship in this game that is actually stable and sane? How dare you threaten Johannes and his husband? Leave them alone. They're the one healthy couple in this entire freaking game. Let them be, please. He knows what I am capable of doing. He's not stupid enough to do anything that will endanger them and save only himself. So where then? Only my footsteps echo along the dark passage, and I'm left gripping the handle of my pistol for some sort of comfort. Without proper lighting and with the storm still raging outside, the stories I've heard about this place seem to have some truth to it. Some. If I'm preaching, I wish to entertain myself for a bit. I'll say there's also might be ghosts whispering in my ears, calling. Of course, it's just the wind and the trees rustling outside. Thank God it will come up allowing these thoughts to linger when problems are piling up in front of me one after another. Especially when what greets me once I get to the foyer. Though it's dark, the large windows illuminate the area much more easily than any of the other rooms. Oh, there we are. If I were to stand at the top of the stairs, I could easily make out their forms, recognize them even. It's all gone crazy when these intruders come into my house. I'm no stranger to a cop playing dirty. The smart ones do not neither life nor criminals are going to play fair. And if one of these walks or is in on this, I'm not surprised too. But Lily, the estate agent, she doesn't seem the sort. Not to mention Mint, Hannah trusted her. I trusted her to be a professional, at the very least, for fuck's sake.
Well, what have we here? If I were any less sober, I'd say this is the beginning of a joke.
Not today, Omnitronics, I'll remember that. Oh no. Fine, you may remember it for another day. Bloody trespassers, what is wrong with these people? Did they really think I'll be fine with them walking into my home like this? What are they even doing here? If I didn't know any better, they might also be behind Johanna's disappearance.
Right, my love.
It must have a motive.
Make them pay.
And it better be a good one.
Not to us.
Or a bullet to the head is least all what them. Or bullet to the head is the least all of them will deserve.
Let's see. A photographer, a real estate agent, an interior designer walk into a mansion.
This is such a bad joke. Thunder crackles once again, cutting me off. This time, the sound hits close enough that it nearly feels as if the windows on the ground itself are rumbling. All is deadly still for a moment. I'll let it stop me, however, as I slowly make my way towards them. Taking one careful step at a time, relishing the expression of fear in their eyes. I suppose there's something ominous in the setting with the heavy rain outside and a lack of light here. I kinda like it, to be honest. Add something to the atmosphere. I suppose I must look like the villain now. But short of me getting close to them, a noise to my left distracts me, barely halting my movements while curiosity takes over every murmur in my head. That's not grammatically correct, but whatever. It's a good thing perhaps that I did, because as soon as I look up, I see him. Another trespasser! Great. Just as he's about to jump down from the furniture that somehow ended up piled and blocking the door to the parlor. What happened there, and did he really think it's alright to do that to other people's houses? Loud.
Teach him, my lord. Put him in his place.
My hand's already moving before any rationale can stop me. Fingers from my gun when I finally release the safety from it and take aim. Not at him, but at his friends. They are his, aren't they? Why else would they be here together? Doesn't matter, he won't let the people he cares about be harmed. My finger on the triggers, more than itching to shoot, but I hold back. Sure, I could have simply taken aim at him, but more than seeing him bleed, I want to see the expression on his face once he realizes everything he's doing is futile. He's trapped. Lives are in my hand. His lives are in my hand.
Had I known there would be a party in my own home tonight, I would have opened a bloody bottle or two. People these days, in my own home. Can you believe it? I feel so left out.
I want to say something, but I'm gonna hold back because it's just gonna make things worse. It's gonna make certain accusations about myself worse. And with accusations, I don't mean like bad accusations. I just mean that people think I am brain-valid about a certain game, and I will not let those accusations continue, so I will hold back. I can tell the exact moment the realization dawns on him. A short second of his body freezing and blood draining from his face as soon as his feet hits the floor and he looks up. Oh, there we go. That's the image I used, by the way. He's already a prey trapped by his own recklessness.
Pathetic.
And really, Lily, even you.
Sir, this isn't what you're thinking. Something's going on in this mansion.
Also, hi, SpongeBob comedian 16 is back. That's a long username that I don't know the context for. But hello, hi.
Well, obviously, why else would people be trespassing in my
This
home?
isn't AI, is it? No, this game was released in like 2017, before AI. It just looks bad because it's like a game that was first released as like a mobile game. It's just mobile game slop, kind of. Now, I wouldn't call it slop. It's not quite that bad. It's just a little scuffed. It's not AI though. Don't worry. I wouldn't play an AI game.
What's your excuse? Checking back if your clients are doing okay? Is that it? Is this what this is?
Also, this is the second AI accusation I've gotten in a short time, and it makes me very sad. I'm not AI, guys, I promise. I may have just accidentally warned you. I did not mean to do that. Whoops. I'm still amazed at this game's Steam reviews. Wait, I haven't looked through the reviews. I might actually want to do that after I finish this. That seems like it will be a blast. I would love to see what people have to say about this mess of a game.
Oh, we're doing good, by the way.
Sir, please.
Oh, please, what?
We need to get out of this place. You need to leave.
Not a good enough excuse, darling. You people are the ones who need to get out of my sight. Don't worry, I might consider pressing lighter charges for the woman.
Uh-huh.
Can't say the same for the rest of you.
Okay, buddy. Okay, pal.
But really now. I swear the people of this city need to be taught the meaning of privacy.
A privacy.
This is how you want to start the week. Why don't we just go with a bloody massacre if we want to surprise people in their homes, huh?
It's just a passing remark, of course. I'm not stupid enough to do something that'll bring negative attention to myself. Reputation and all that, I can't just risk it. The thought of having dead bodies here, ones that I'm not even responsible for, they're the ones who trespassed. It's already quite too much. I'll literally be overkill, especially for someone like me. Nevertheless, joke or not, Feathers wastes no time drawing his own gun at the slight wave of my own. Why are you calling him Feathers? What? His coat is fur, not feathers. Why are you calling Ashton Feathers? Is there a racist joke that I'm missing here? Why is he calling Ashton Feathers? Even if he knows it's already too late. Still, he glares at me. Still, he fights back.
Now, Feathers. Manners. You're in no position to be pointing that gun at people.
There's no desperation in him like I'm hoping, just an annoyance flickering shortly before being hidden underneath the challenge. The likes of him are the kind of people I hate the most. Even with their failures already glaring down at them, mocking every wordless move they make, they still have the impudence to stare people in the eye.
Why don't you put yours down first, and then we'll talk about manners.
Oh, he talks back. The gall! You know, your kind pisses me off so much.
I love when the interpersonal monologue contradicts totally what he is saying, which totally enforces the logic and emotion of the situation. Yeah, no, he's just a bit delusional. Let him be. No, actually, don't let him be. Please, please don't let him be. Annoying most of the time, like at the best you can be rid of. But to some degree it is. Commendable. I'll give him that. After all, we're almost the same in that regard. Almost. I'm still the better person, of course. It tells me to put the gun down, but I see no reason why I should. I'm a homeowner in defense of my own home. I have the right to, I'd like to think. Questionable permanent firearms aside. It's not like I wanted this, but I'm already high-strung and their presence does not help. Bloody peasants. I can never seem to figure out how their minds fully work. Take this one for example. Despite the pride bringing in him, how he matches my glare as one of his own, he simply lowers his pistol after a long second. Non-surrender. The tense set on his shoulders tells me as much, but the closest he could get to lowering his own ego in favor of something I can't quite place. Interesting. That's the decision I made, by the way. I could also have chosen to fight back last time, but I was like, nah, Luca's not gonna take that. Gotta admit, I'm almost disappointed.
As you should be, my lord.
I've expected him to hold until one of us shoots the other. Can't say it'll be more exciting that way. A bullet inside any part of my body is something I'd like to have on a bad day like today, or any day for that matter. But it'll surely be predictable of him. And I like predictable. They're the kinds of people who are the easiest to deal with, no matter the situation. With them, there's no second guessing what they'll do. He shoots, I shoot, one of us dies, the other walks away. Nothing complicated. Nothing requiring much brain power, just muscle memory and who's the better shooter, end of story. Yet here he is, dragging a deep breath in and saying that's like the only thing protecting him. I can easily shoot him this way, be done with this whole farce of a conversation. Instead, I find myself listening. No. A concession for a person who in another life would have also become the person I am today had the circumstances allowed it. Damn shame. We might have gotten along.
Listen, right. I need you to...
Not gonna lie, I kinda hate how this game is trying to set up Ashton as a parallel to Luke. Like, they are really trying to treat them as two sides of the same coin. And personally, I don't see it. Like, yeah, Ashton is cringe. But they are so, like... Literally the only thing they have in common is that they are cringe. In any other aspect, I'm like... No, I don't see it, okay? I don't see it. Like, normally I could appreciate a we are not so different type of situation. I don't know about this one, though. I don't know. But alas,
You broke into my house, and somehow, you expect me to listen like a good little boy. Are you a bit touched in the head, Feathers? I'm not the one breaking laws here.
Look here, fucker. If I wanted you dead, I could have done it so many times already. In fact, I can easily shoot you down right here, right now. And you won't be able to do a damn thing, even with that gun.
a meeting of two prideful blokes will never go well, whichever lifetime it is. And I can only laugh at his audacity, his lack of shame and fear even facing the business end of my pistol.
You know what I'm thinking right now? In another lifetime, we would have probably gotten along well.
The best truth I can offer him, not many people, those who have slighted me in particular, lived as long as I see it.
He should be grateful. You're already gracious enough, allowing him to stand in your presence like this.
Stop boosting his ego. He's already enough of an egocentric freaking asshole. Stop. The ghost is making it worse. Yes, especially when he has a lot to answer. Preferably right now, because of generous as I've been so far, my patience has its limits. My amusement can only last for so long. In 2 steps, I'm standing in front of him, grabbing him by the collar and resting the cold muscle of the ego against his temple.
Hey, now you two, I'm sure we can all talk about this first.
He'll end up in a pretty smear on the wall this close.
What is it that you people really want with me? This is the 2nd time this week, and I'm really getting weary of this little game. Did the NCA send you to apprehend me? Or has somebody paid you off to kill me? Which one is it, Feathers? Mind you, my arm's getting tired. Better answer quick if you don't want to beat the business end of this gun.
Notice how he made the same business end joke twice. He is so lame, I'm sorry. And he knows it. Of course he does. Hitman or not, he has been trained, judging purely from his stance. But not many bother to be as cautious as him. One glimpse at my handgun safety earlier is all it took for him to see I mean business. Similar to similar. We're all too alike in so many little ways it's funny. That's the fact he doesn't even flinch no matter how heavy the threats to my words are. Even knowing how one flick of my finger on the trigger will be enough to end his sorry life. I should have caved in by now, started begging like so many others before him. Instead he throws more vitriol, adds more kindling to the fire already burning.
I'm not with NCA. I'm just here to help. There's something else in this house, and we're all in danger. You have to believe me, right? You need to let us go. You need to get out of here before it's too late. If you want to keep your sorry ass alive, you'll listen to people with more brain cells than you.
Not the brain cells. Ignoring it further that I can't help but return it to him with equal fervor. We don't need him, my love. Wait, why is this one not, like, spoken? What?
Why, you insolent!
Oh, not the gun in the picture. We both decide to move in that moment, both our bodies tensing, each of us racing to go ahead of the other. However, before we can even get a head start, a voice unexpectedly rings about the chaos about to ensue.
Help me. Please.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, now we're back here again. This is where it caught off last time. When we were still in Ashton's perspective. I've always been cautious and careful, cutting off troubles off the head before things can escalate if I'm able. That's why I deal with the likes of Harvey, Schwarz, and Johannes. Who's Harvey? I don't fucking know. For all who we are, for all the enemies the likes of us can make, such a thing has never happened before because I do everything to make sure it doesn't happen. So to see Hannah in danger, I don't quite know how to feel or what to do. Of all the times for there to be a hostage situation, if this even is one, why now? Good fucking god, what is going on here?
Help me. Please. Please make it stop.
I think that would be preferable and my sense of self-preservation was shot to high hell, and to deprive me of choice and of responsibility in the matter. I don't want to think about how fast my heart beats, so that I hardly hear anything other than my own heartbeat and her bleeding.
Please. They're in my head. Screaming. It hurts so much.
What do I do? What can one do against someone holding your life in their hands? With a woman that looks more monster than man. One expression turns into one of amusement and her horrific laughter fills the air. I'm torn apart. This is my fault, isn't it? Hannah's in danger because of me. Everybody I love always ends up hurt or worse. And even when I chose to let her go, she is no exception. Hannah's unbroken begging makes it all the more painful because I still love Hannah. I really do. But will I really endanger myself for a woman who might not love me back anymore? Still, something in me dies a little when that woman laughs as if this is all some sick joke. Her smile taunts me, filling my head with laughter and rage until I can barely think over the cacophony in my head. The way the woman looks at me is as if she's watching, waiting for my next move.
Please! Someone! Anyone! Help me!
This is crazy, and I don't know what I should do. I know for a fact that one shouldn't aggravate a hostage taker. There's no winning an argument with someone who holds a life easily taken. But I need to do something right. I just have to. I think if we show that we care about Hannah, the ghost is just gonna get mad. I think if we demand for Hannah, she's just gonna be like, nah fam, nah, I want her gone, out of the picture. But it could also very easily get Hannah killed, which is, you know, a problem as well. I'm actually not sure. I am actually not sure. The madhouse releaser keep quiet. But at the same time, if the ghost is gonna listen to someone, it would be a Luke. I'm gonna keep quiet. Oh no. Well, I mean, I don't like them together, but I don't want Hannah to die. I actually like Hannah more than Luke. Shoot ghost with gun. The funny thing is, Ashton, well, I guess he didn't try, but that logic, many characters in this game have applied that logic, and I'm like, why? It's not gonna work. Why would it work? I'll to rage and scream, but my tongue feels fuzzy in my mouth. The fight is gone from me, and I can't shout out any protest. And I try to say it dies off in my throat, and I'm paralyzed by the way the woman looks at me, the way she has her hands around Hannah's neck. Perhaps it's for the best that I keep quiet anyway. I know for a fact that one shouldn't aggravate a hostage taker. There's no winning an argument with someone who holds a life easily taken, though is there any reasoning with a monster? She looks far too gleeful, far too deranged to be all there. The way she laughs as Hannah begs reinforce the thought. When did this all become so fucked up? A strangled cry racks from my body when Hannah truly starts begging for her life, and I only stand there, a coward without a tongue or the slightest hint of a heart.
It hurts so much. Please, someone help me.
She's cut off as the woman's finger tightened around her throat. To think that she's heard her pleas, to find out she's with children. Does she feel nothing? Wait, what? Wait, Hannah is pregnant? Since when? Since when is Hannah pregnant? What? Since when? What? Hannah is not pregnant. At least they didn't talk about it in this timeline. That's this. I feel like, okay, so I feel like this is an inconsistency error. I feel like this is a consistency error. Remember how I was looking at pictures earlier? I know that there is a scene where Hannah is pregnant because that's what I spoiled myself on when I was trying to make the post earlier. I did not get that scene. I did not watch that scene. That scene did not pop up for me because I did not make their relationship good. I feel like I'm not supposed to have this dialogue because even if Hannah is pregnant, Luke is not supposed to know it. So like, where did this come from? This feels like a consistency error. Like, I feel like this is a scene that maybe in some other timeline makes sense, but not in the choices I made. Hannah is not supposed to be pregnant in this timeline. Seems like the Kenosha here made a logic error for real. Maybe the letter writers or the Kenosha all along. A hush settles over the room as she speaks up, her voice but a whisper and deadly slow as I'm hard-pressed to hear it over the pounding of my heart in my ears. Also, Hannah does not mention being pregnant in her pleas, like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. She speaks the woman from the gardens and the servant girl from the ballroom, from the hallucinations, visions, memories, whatever they were.
Why do you not speak up for her? Surely you must have some affection remaining for her.
Not really. I mean, a little bit, but...
Is there truly no love left?
My throat runs dry and I'm scared speechless once more. Shame floods my cheeks and it becomes so difficult to even look their way. I do still love her, I really do, but I have myself to think about. Rushing in headlong to situations isn't the best way to go about things. This isn't some fairy tale, I'm not some knight in shining armor. I don't think I even qualify to be some dashing prince. I'm nothing but a coward who only looks out for himself. Yeah, okay, it was the right choice to stay quiet. Like, advocating for Hannah would just make the ghost jealous. It seems like she's found what she's looking for and that she has no further use for Hannah. A hand on Hannah's back since her fall. I mean, at least she let her go. I had Hannah's back since her falling down the stairs and moved to catch her, and that sends both of us sprawling at the foot of the stairs. With my back to the ground and her on top of me, the pain doesn't even register in my head. All I can worry about is Hannah as I pull the both of us off the ground and away from the stairs, away from her. But it seems my sin is too grave, my blunder too big, that she can only look at me with disappointment and betrayal on her face. Unless she doesn't completely shy away from me, that hold she has on my arm is light, ready to let go of me at a moment's notice. This is for the best. I don't like them together. I want them together the first anyway. This is fine. Even if she likes you less, it's better for her to stay alive and make this cute couple work together at some point. Yeah, totally. Much like I had easily let her stay as a hostage. It's only fair, I suppose. I'm nothing but a coward in her eyes. A sorry excuse for a man who can't even muster up the courage to protect his wife. And cowards cannot be trusted.
I'm so sorry, Hannah. I was so scared.
What are you sorry for?
What? What do you mean?
It's not like you were ever there for me to begin with.
No, but she's right. She's right. I'm not even gonna pretend Luke is in the right here. This is fair. This is deserved. This is for the best. At least try to be subtle about the game if we make a bad choice. Sheesh. I don't care. I don't care. I want them to divorce. I want them to divorce. I don't like them together. My blood turns cold at her words and the hollow emptiness of her words ring true. We nearly forget for a moment.
You do not deserve what you have.
Hearing her voice triggers something in Hannah, she starts to tear up. Her face contours the one of pain and fear. But I grab her by the shoulders to keep her in place so that she can see me and only me, and so that I can only see her too. Except she squirms and fights against my hold even as I try to reassure her.
Look at me, Hannah. Look, I'm here. You're safe. I won't let her hurt you again. Do you understand? Just breathe.
I don't know exactly what in bloody hell is going on, yet I can't find it in me to care over these people or whatever they're here for. This is not acceptable. For all I know, it is some dumb charade to get to me. All the times I've seen the woman before, I could have gotten all but an act to get to me, to get under my skin. And to think they dare hurt Hannah. For all the fear that I felt, seeing her touch Hannah, I can only think of her as an actress in a grotesque makeup. My hand still shakes, the fear not having quite gone, but anger fills me as I look to the woman, a sneer on my face.
How dare you! I don't care who you are, but how dare you touch Hannah!
Not gonna lie, he has no right to act protective. I don't know. Listen, I know they're trying to root for them to be together and defend each other in love and whatever, but I just don't ship it. I'm sorry, I don't like their relationship.
I want you out of my house! Out before I call the police and have you put away for the rest of your miserable life! And that goes for all of you!
I hold my ground, firm and strong with my declaration, but the nerve of her, she just laughs in my face. A terrible, dreadful laugh that makes me feel as though there are ants crawling on my skin and maggots scrubbing into my ears.
You are telling me to get out of your house? You threatened to lock me up.
She laughs and she laughs.
What's so funny? What are you laughing at? None of this is funny!
But she persists and it almost feels like her voice is in my head.
Oh, no, different. No different. You're all the same. You can all suffer together.
And that is when everything turns to complete and utter shite. Uh-oh. I might have done an oopsie. Well, this probably happens either way. They have to make the bad happen. Also, I just noticed. Notice how there's an obvious gap in the composition here. Yes, that's because I killed somebody. Somebody is dead. That's why there's a weird gap in the composition, by the way. In case you couldn't tell. Nothing is funny, to be fair, Luke. You are one funny guy. True. It's a slow thing, a whisper more than a bang as the darkness creeps into every corner of the room. The walls shudder and groan, blood runs from the ceiling, crawls down the walls and stains the floor. It feels as though life itself is being sucked from the house slowly but surely. The beauty of the place is gone, filled only with death, the decaying remains of a mansion left in its wake. I have to wonder if it's just a foyer that's become a nightmarish place. I can already hear it. Gone are the growling of thunder and the lashings of rain and wind against the foyer's high windows. All of it has been replaced by a more grating sound. A cacophony of voices from nowhere and everywhere echoing through the non-horrid walls. A voice that neither belongs to us nor the people who live here.
What's going on?
All throughout the house, shouts of alarm and surprise ring out, a mirror to the horror creeping up in each of us. Who wouldn't be shocked? This is insane. At the sight of it, Lily trembles, hugging herself closer, while Steel and Feather stand protectively in front of her. Brave of them, I have to admit, to put themselves in the front line like that. Though it doesn't necessarily mean they don't feel the same fear as the rest of us. Something I don't blame them for. There seems to be no end in sight to this insanity. If anything, this only feels like it's the beginning of the end.
Help me! Oh my god! Please, somebody! Anybody! Who are you?
I'm assuming these are the voices of like the previous victim of the ghost, because we knew that there were previous ones. We saw like in Marianne's perspective, like a bunch of teenagers, the one exploring the house, and probably also other people died here as well.
Stay away!
No. Stay away. Stay away.
I'm not afraid of you, you spook. This is one Scotswoman. You aren't getting into an early grave without a fight.
Oh no, that's Rebecca. Oh no, my theory got confirmed. These are definitely previous victims because that's Rebecca, aka the character I got killed. That's Rebecca. That's unfortunately Rebecca because she is dead. I did an oopsie. Their screams fill the mansion. She laughs all the while, a harsh, agonizing sound that goes on for what feels like forever. And so there's nothing but silence. Her horrid smile and pale hands reaching out to me. Okay, I'm getting ready for a quick time. I know it's coming. This game has quick times and I suck at them. I fail them every time, but I will try my best. Calling, beckoning, pleading. I'm terrified, I really am, like I should be, but I've never been one to truly stay afraid. I've long learned that fear will not get me anywhere. Cowering in a corner doesn't keep me safe and it will not keep me alive, not like rage does. I've learned to use this burning hatred inside of me to survive. There's no difference now.
Stay away from me!
Why do you wish to leave? This is where you belong, my lord. Remember the blood we share. This is your home. Don't you remember? You promised to return, to stay together with me, with us, with people no different from you.
What is she talking about, Luke? What does she mean?
I'm gonna check the journal because I need context because I do not understand. Wow, that's an evil expression. This doesn't help much, whatever.
Don't listen to her, she lies. I promised no such thing to anyone. Hannah, you're the one who bought this house. How should I know what she's babbling about? I never even wanted to be here in the first place.
Bubbling. A terrible case of mistaken identity. That must be it, I'm quite sure of it. I don't know this woman, this monster. Why would I say that to someone like her? In my entire lifetime, I've only made and kept sincere promises to two mere people, Hannah Evans and Eleanor Chandler. No one else. There are still those who claim I've promised anything to them go fuck themselves. Bloody hell, I may enjoy the company of women, but I'm not an idiot to start spouting such nonsense to anyone. A lie must be drawn, especially if I'm to be kept alive. If she still goes on and insists make me appear a liar in front of these people.
Of course you still deny it. Have you truly forgotten?
She looks just like the average competitive video game player locked in the screen after a few hours, to be fair. Oh no, not the gamer rage, oh no. What, you call her a competitive gamer, what game do you think she would play? What is she a competitive gamer in?
You haven't changed, I see. Still a deceiver.
She's lying!
You see, my love, nothing has changed. Still no difference, you and I. Just like the rest of us. Just like every single soul in this putrid wreck. We've waited for so long. You can hear them, yes. Their pleas, their calls.
Annie? Sure, fair enough.
Their invitation. Come, my lord. The house seeks its master.
The monster reaches out again, her hands a gory, abhorrent sight, along with that smile spread across her face. My body's already moving on instinct. Stumbling back one step at a time in a desperate bid to be away from her, I need to put distance between me and this vile creature. I am not pointing fingers, especially. Do you feel targeted? No, I'm not. I am not targeted. I am not feeling targeted. I am just thinking it's funny. That's all. That's all. No matter what she says, I am nothing like her. I need to get out of this house, out of this country preferably. There's nothing for me here, not anymore, nothing to keep tied to this place. When Hannah planning to leave me, shocked and likely being taken by this woman, nothing's left to bind me to this wretched city. I love that he even considers Johannes. Why is the best ship for Luke Loki? No, Johannes deserves better. I'm not gonna do that to him. Johannes deserves better. I can leave, I can. My foot steps on something, sliding me back, and what? My foot steps on something, sending me sliding on my back and flat to the floor. Besides me, a paper, familiar one, flutters down. It's a sting again from the open house that feels less like a gimmick and more like a threat built with recent offense. It must have fallen from one of these peasants in a commotion earlier. For a moment they appear conflicted to see it in my hands, but wise to keep their opinions to themselves. I think the damn thing simply bear its grisly message for everyone in the room to see. Help me, help me, help me. As I said, is what they've been telling us. Why everything in my life has gone to shite because of some stupid old letter. An invitation indeed, one I am not willing to accept. Not any time. From the top of the stairs, the creature moves again, drawing my attention back to her. Her gait remains slow and awkward as she walks forward, the smile never leaving her. But I won't give her a chance. I am not dining here. I'm certainly not giving myself to a hideous creature like her either. Adrenaline kicks in, and despite the panicked gasps and worried glances from the other people here, I pay them no mind as I reach for the main door and... Without warning, it slams open, revealing not the magic hounds like I am expecting. Before my mind can even comprehend what's happening, black tendrils have already coiled tightly around my limbs, dragging every person in the foyer into the room. None of us even get the scream when the darkness completely envelops us upon the doors closing.
Understand where your place is now, my love. You belong here. Is it so difficult to grasp? We've been waiting.
There's a moment of panic when the feeling of the tendrils around my limbs finally dissipates. As soon as my eyes adjust to the darkness of the room and I'm on my feet, I'm reaching for my knife and holding it out, watching, waiting for every movement, using it as a way to put distance between me and these peasants. Who knows what they'll do now? We're all desperate to get out of this house. There's only 6 of us in this room, 3 of them friends at that. I cannot trust these people not to turn on me. Bloody hell, even Hannah's giving me the same look as them now. The mint's already gone low and crashed in a corner, muttering to herself. You can't really say anyone's safe from her. I think everyone is safe from Marianne because she is like 4 days into starvation and dehydration. She is not killing anybody. She is gonna be, if they have to run, Marianne is gonna be the one to die because she is by far gonna be the slowest because she has no energy. She is not the one you should watch out. I mean, I guess being that starved and dehydrated does make a person crazy, but you know, she should be easy to fight off. If anything, she's the one I should watch out for. I cannot trust anyone. Not anymore. Not after deaths. Despite the bleeding and slowly shows my way while they all huddle in the corner behind steel and feathers. But I have to remind myself that even people like her are capable of doing the unpleasant. She's only human after all. It's never an excuse. Even Hannah has her cunning, manipulative moments, though she does it subtler than I. Why else would Lily show a desire to us that day if not to save herself? I guess it backfired on her now that she and her own friends are also stuck here. Still, I have every right to be livid. Everything that I've built has fallen apart, all because these people came into our lives.
You! All of you! This is all your fault! If I'm dying to this bloody case, I'm taking you all down with me!
Izzy is such a likable character, guys.
Luke, please put that knife away. This isn't going to solve anything.
I forgot he had a knife.
Hey now, Mr. Wright. I know the situation ain't good, but we have to calm down. We're all in the same boat here.
You shut your mouth! If it weren't for you, or this letter, for all of you, none of this would have happened!
Is your life all that matters to you? What about these people here? Don't they have the same problem? What about me, Luke? Do you even care?
No, he doesn't.
Are you taking their side? You're also stuck in this nightmare, Hannah! That creature is out to get us, and you're still defending these people!
I'm not defending anyone, Luke. I'm just trying to be reasonable when you're clearly not.
Oh, of course you're not. You're just the one who bought this bloody mansion to begin with. If I didn't know any better, you did this on purpose!
Why, no. Why would I ever do that? This was only meant to be an anniversary gift. For you. For us. For the family we're going to have.
Guys, she's still not meant to be pregnant. She's still not meant to be pregnant. She's... unless they are just ruling it like, oh, it happened off-screen, which is freaking ridiculous. Don't make these kinds of things happen off-screen and then just treat like it's a given. Like, she's not pregnant, guys. She shouldn't be pregnant, unless I have severely forgotten something, but I feel like she was not pregnant. Is she pregnant? I don't think she was pregnant. Like... if it was talked about, it was somewhere in these early days, but I don't freaking remember. I wanna know now, I'm checking. No, that's just I'm going to watch a movie. No, that's them boning. Already checked this day. No. I'm sorry, but I need to know if I'm just crazy or not. Medicine, no. I'm sorry, I need to know. No, I am fairly confident we did not see... No, this already... I don't know where they're getting this from. Ghost baby, I guess so, I guess so.
Right, anniversary gift. Oh, here's your gift, darling. Oh, by the way, there's a curse included in that package. I hope that's all right. Are you really that eager to get rid of me, Hannah? Because if that's what you've been meaning to do all this time, you might as well just put a knife in my back while I'm...
Suddenly, Hannah steps up and snaps a knife away from my hands. That knife slides uselessly under the table out of my reach. Before my mind registers what's happening, a sharp blow explodes in the side of my head, sending me rolling backwards. Oh yeah, girly pop. So pissed with the brunt of Hannah's power. This is so deserved. This was a long time coming. This is so satisfying. Almost as good as when Rebecca kicked Luke in the nuts. She merely stands before me afterwards without even batting an eye, glaring at me as if I might have just ripped my head off in this instant. Sometimes I forget.
Don't you dare, Luke. Don't you dare imply I've ever thought of you that way.
Well, that Hannah is never the weak woman I believed her to be. How they come to think of her as such, she used to be someone I can look up to, isn't she? When you look at her now, the way she stands tall facing a man like me the same way she has done so all those years ago, I can't help but think. Am I not responsible for taking that part of herself away from her? As you heard Simon's Mrs. Luke right? What a bunch of shite, figures what she wants to leave
And
me.
these people are only trying to help us.
Oh, of course, by barging into our home. Are you really going to trust them to save your life? These peasants who brought this pox upon us.
You keep that rude mouth running, Whiskey, and see if any of us here will help you out of this place.
Please stop! All of you stop this!
To hear Lily speak out loud, I can't say I'm not surprised. She has always given me the impression of someone so meek from the moment I've met her, either from her inexperience or her station in life. She never struck me as someone fitting to be a real estate agent. If anything, that meltdown she had during the open house has only proved my assumptions. Until now, quietly she puts herself between me and Mint, cutting whatever scathing words we've yet to hurl at each other. Though she glares at me, it reminds me a little of the way my own mum would look at me. Particularly when I've done something wrong and it's not a stare she's unused to showing. She's done this before, probably to a younger sibling. Huh. If she only sees us now as a pair of squabbling kids not yet too mature adults, well, that's only to be expected. No doubt that's how she sees us. For a long moment there's only silence in the room. Still the big oaf doesn't even dare break it, neither does Feathers. But while merely watching us, a bunch of whimsies, man. That matters when Lily starts speaking again, after some of the anger and tension has been lifted from the room.
Stop this, please! With or without that damn piece of paper,
A deep breath, an exhale, and as she closes her eyes, the crease forming between her brows where she grips her hand tightly in front
we
of her.
still would have ended up in this mess.
The atmosphere that descends into the room after that, admission is anything but pleasant. Can I call it that or an admission? It seems like from the way her eyes nervously flick between her friends and I, she appears to know more than she lets on, and how she makes herself appear smaller after dropping that bomb on us doesn't sit quite well with me. And patience is something I don't have the luxury of having right now and bestowing upon other people. What else does this girl know? What else is she not telling us? Because from the looks of this, even her friends have no idea what she's talking about. I'm willing to wait to grab her arm before she retreats without explanation, waving the letter still in the hand in front of her.
Ow! Sir, you're hurting me!
Hey, hands off her, right?
I forgot that Ashton is still a simp.
Fuck off, Feathers. I have questions for your friend, and she better have the answers.
Then stop taking it out on every single person.
Your friend is hiding something.
She struggles for a moment, but my hold eventually forces her to look up at me. Fear and uncertainty spreads across her features, especially when her eyes land on the damn paper. As much as I want to be considerate right now, I want answers.
What do you mean, Lily?
I'm not sure about it.
Don't give me that, you know something!
Ow! Please, sir. I know the paper's useless, okay?
At the mention of the letter, without warning, Mint snatched the paper out of my hand. It's a miracle it didn't rip right there and then. Right there and there. That's not how the expression goes. It's right then and there. Why are they saying right there and there? Whatever, this game has a bunch of grammar issues. I'm not gonna worry about it. Right then and there, but the way she glares at it, I think she may want to do exactly that.
We should have gotten rid of this thing! We should have burned it at the first opportunity we got!
No, even if we rip it to shreds, it won't do anything. I think...
You don't know what I've seen, Santos. There were children! Victims! All because they had no idea what this thing will do to them! Oh god, those poor souls! They were screaming and begging before she...
Then what about those people they mentioned in the news lately? All those who died? My coworkers? The open house clients? None of them had seen it. Even Rose. And yet they're all dead. I should know. That letter has been with me since I picked it up. And I swear I didn't make copies of this thing. Even if I wanted to save myself, I wouldn't do that to my friends. Or anyone.
Is that what the trip to BRC was for?
Yes, I'm sorry. I couldn't tell you guys until I was certain. None of you believed me the first time. I had to find proof.
And yet we're all here! Are you taking me for a fool, Lily?
I have to go with whiskey on this. Who knows how many has already seen this before you found it? This cursed thing has to go!
We would have ended up here either way. Maybe? I really don't know.
Isabella, darling, this is not the time to be so insecure about yourself. Grow a backbone. If there was ever a time to grow a backbone, it would be now.
Sir, please. All I know is that paper isn't the reason why all of this is happening.
Oh no, I just realized something. I wonder if Rebecca was still alive, if she would be like, Isabella, grow a backbone. Because that's the only thing she has been saying this entire game, being like, Isabella's so spineless, Isabella's like a wow baby. And now I'm realizing, oh, this might be my fault. I might be the reason why she's unsure about what she's talking about, because I killed the friend that tells her to grow a backbone. Oops, this might be my fault.
There's something else that...
This place.
Steele's been quiet this entire time, but the sound of him talking, however whispered it is, still manages to catch us off guard. We all pause, turning to him with likely the same questions in their eyes.
What?
I mean, I just remembered something a friend told me.
The professor, I'm guessing?
You know, stuff about ghosts or curses. You probably don't want to hear it.
This is ever the time to be talking about ghosts and curses.
No! It might be something! What about this place, Zach?
There's still a moment where he hesitates, but Lily's searching eventually spurs him into speaking. Also, I'm so sorry if Luke's nicknames are confusing. I don't know why he calls everybody by a nickname. These are not their actual names.
Remember what I told you the last time you and Ash visited? A few days ago?
You mean what Andrew told you? Those were just stories, Zach. It might not even help.
Regardless, Steele pauses while he allows Lily to remember. Soon enough, whatever it is dawns on her and her face lights up with something akin like hope. Of all things in this nightmare, hope. Her head snaps up as she reaches for Steele's arm to give it a squeeze. A reassurance or a confirmation, the meaning is lost even to Feathers, who glances at them baffled.
Isabella, what are you...
Ash, it's this place.
What? You mean we burn this place down?
I still think we should get rid of this letter before we start thinking of destroying a place with some historical value.
Marianne, this is not the time to this is not the time and place to think about architecture, okay? Sometimes sacrifices have to be made. Also, can we not just burn the letter and the mansion at the same time? I mean, you could just put them in the same place. Heck, the letter might even be exactly the kind of freaking fuel you need for your fire. Like, can we not do both?
What? No? We are not burning a multi-million-pound mansion, you peasants! I just spent a fortune on this!
Seriously, Luke, are you really more worried about that?
Buttercup, marching, millions. It's going to take years getting all that money back.
Money. Freaking Mr. Krabs over here.
Well, you certainly won't be getting any of that money if you're dead. Really, Luke? Is that more important than your life?
It's not only that. Think about it.
Then they proceed to tell me some ridiculous narrative about the supernatural. Stories about ghosts, legends, curses born out of great anger and pain and whatever else people use to scare children. Not I believe any of it, as if knowing will help a bunch of loons these people, officially off their rockers. I think I'll be stuck in this nightmare with people like them. What did I ever do to the world? Of course it's all absurd until...
I think it's just like what the professor guy said. Just like that old story. This mansion might be keeping her here. Unless we do something about this place, I don't think she'll leave.
Bloody fucking hell! Not only do I have trespassers on my property, but they're also arsonists!
Why is his voice turning like, ah? This is his version of doing the freaking high-pitched voice I do for Otsume. Honestly. How dare to suggest something like that? Bloody peasants. My head's already aching just listening to them, to think this is the solution they could come up with. I should have just stabbed all of them and made a run for it. It doesn't help with each passing second we spend talking here, the crazier this whole place gets. The voices have become louder and somehow sounding more vicious, and the things in this room start floating, mark my words, I'll fucking flip out. And they may not be thinking of it right now, but eventually they'll turn on me, such is the nature of humans. I better find a way out of this place as soon as possible if I want to stay alive. fuck, I still have so much to do. None of our choices seem sound, but who knows? When you know a shite about this place, might as well try everything, yeah. Whatever works. If I also have to be the one to make the bloody decision, so be it. Less room for errors, but only the sane one doing the thinking. On the off chance I'm wrong, well, they suggested it. I decide to... Where are we even gonna get fire from is the question now. But yeah, let's bring the mansion. I am going to regret this, I will. With these cries growing louder, this has become the easiest decision I've ever made. I'm getting tired of hearing it. Oh, I remember, guys, I remember. I think it's Luke. I think Luke has a lighter that's a memorabilia from his mother that he keeps on him at all times. That's how we're gonna burn this down, because Luke has a memorabilia lighter. Even though I don't think he smokes, but yeah. That's how they're gonna burn this place down. You see guys, I'm paying attention to the story. I'm really getting tired of her hearing her sobbing, really. It's just irritating. Isn't she getting tired of it? Besides, someone has to act fast. Think fast that what else is the root cause of our problems, but this place where the letter was found. We need to make things more complicated. It started here, why won't it end here? If what Lily has said is true, then there's all the more reasons to destroy it. But it ends this madness where someone thinks of putting this blasted place up in the market. When I get out of this place, I swear I'm suing a bunch of people, running the state company to the ground if need be. We spent millions, damn it. Millions. With a sigh and perhaps a heavy heart, I open one of the drawers on my study table. Taking a bottle of liquor out for myself, then passing it over to every occupant in the room. They accepted, but not without a look of protest or a confused glance my way. I thought shut them all up, so maybe I've done something good.
Look, this isn't the time!
Even more when I pop with the cork of the bottle and pour its contents onto the floor.
Well, what are you simpletons waiting for?
Waste no time dousing the whole room, the smell of alcohol filling the air. If I didn't know any better, I'd say they're more eager to set this whole place on fire. And a blaze catches easily in a room where I set it alight, using a blasted paper as kindling. With the whole place drenched with wine and all manners of things alcoholic I've been hiding from Hannah. I forgot he's an alcoholic. The small fire soon turns to an inferno. In a matter of seconds, we're out the door. It doesn't exactly lead where I'm hoping it will, although ending up in the kitchen does give us more reason to play like a bunch of pyromaniacs. Fetching the liquor stocks from the cupboards, we also do the same thing we've done to the study. Door after door in every room we passed, pouring bottle after bottle of expensive aged liquor and setting everything on fire, only leaving once the blazes started in earnest. When we run out of liquor, we simply drop the bottle and take one of the many nooks I've stashed on. He really does just have alcohol in every freaking corner of his house. That is how you know you have a problem, guys. If you have a bottle of alcohol in every single room in your house, you have a problem. I'm sorry, you have a problem. You just have a problem. And there's no lack of it in here. The hard stuff, the shorts, the watered down kind. Cause from distant relative, friends, so-called friends, you name it, I've made sure there's always one within reach.
How many of these things do you keep in this house?
I know, right?
I always have a few bottles in the bedroom, you know, the parlor and the dining room.
You have problems, man.
He's so right. He's so right. He's so correct. He does have problems.
Well, isn't this the time to discuss them?
Turns out it'll be useful now not to drown my sorrows for this, so wonders of wonders, though I suppose I can now say it has also saved my life. Understatement of the century, real. But there's no time for some introspection now, because with each room we pass and burn, the place also becomes easier to navigate. As if it's slowly righting itself, returning to what it's supposed to be. So we finally find ourselves standing before the main door. The strong odor of burning wood, cloth, and varnish alike wafts from under the doors, while the rooms like previously torched, slowly filling the hall with a thick black smoke. The place itself started in earnest in every part of the house. I can already feel the heat seeping from the rooms I've set ablaze. Sorry, aflame. I don't know how to read, guys. In a matter of minutes, flames will engulf the whole house. Finally, that is when she appears before us, watching us from the top of the stairs while our world goes up in flames around her. However, what catches my eye is that expression on her face. Not the vile smile I've grown accustomed to, or the one where eyes gleam with complete hatred. This one, forlorn is the only way I can think of describing it.
Please, help me. Help me, please.
Can her death still feel? Can she hear us? Or is it merely that another one of her tricks to trap us in this nightmare? Like this, however, she almost seems like the woman she used to be, and I don't waste any time pondering over it. Now with the exit just a few steps away. The doors finally open, and through it I can glimpse the world outside. Safety, and where I do turn, if only to see the last of her. A farewell more than anything. For her attempts to lure me, draw me in, her wishes to be with me, she does not stop me when I finally run out from this horrid place. Quietly, she disappears. Oh my goodness. Not only do I have trespassers in my property, they're also arsonists. That's the achievement I just got. Watching a multi-million-pound house burn before me. For some reason, nothing about this bothers me. Maybe it's just one little sucker on her face has changed it. Maybe it's what I've seen and heard inside. There's only a calm, a stillness. The same hush that comes after a terrible storm has swept the countryside. And with it, there's the sight of the sun rising above the horizon. I burst so slowly this sky against the light before my eyes. Darkness gave way to the warm morning hue, soft rays spilling over the vast expanse of Luxburn's countryside. Nearby, the trees sway and rustle with the breeze, a buzzing draft that carries even into the room from the outside. Cold enough to make me shiver. The remains of a storm that has passed. In the distance, I can hear the soft chirping of birds while the rest of the world stirs, wakes. Dawn at last. We are free. Are you though? Oh, epilogue time. Damn, that was actually a very short chapter. Usually it takes me like 2.5 streams. Like the flames that engulfed the mansion at night, whispers quickly spread across Logsburn City after the incident. Officers who investigated it have simply deemed it an unfortunate accident. Regardless of the truth, Luke Wright files criminal charges against Briar Realty Corporation after, for undisclosed reasons to the public, forcing the latter to declare bankruptcy. A move that's merely stoked the rumors further. But for those who still believe in the stories of old and those who know the truth, it's but a testament to the curse and the secrets of the Ermengarde mansion has hidden for centuries. If there will come a time those will finally be revealed, only the ashes of the now ruined mansion will know. Yeah, I guess this is like the neutral ending. We didn't die, but we're also not uncovering the secrets. However, on nights when the wind howls and thunder booms across the sky, some still claim hearing of voices where it once stood. Of cries and wails that filled the nights and desperate calls for help for anyone who dares listen. As for those who once dreaded its halls, unable to settle their differences, Hannah Wright eventually files divorce from Luke Wright. Let's go! I cannot yell because it is almost 3 AM, but if I could, I would be screaming right now. Let's go! Let's fucking go! Yes! Rah! 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 I am so, you do not understand my excitement. That's ending, we won! We did win! They got a divorce! They got a divorce! Let's go! I wanted this so bad. I hate them together. They are a terrible, toxic couple. Hannah deserves better. Please, please, just no. Unable to settle their differences, Hannah Wright eventually files a divorce from Luke Wright. For several months, they've become the subject of gossip and mass media in the city. In spite of this, the two have characteristically remained tight-lipped on the circumstance of their separation. Though many assumed it's the inevitable falling out stemming from the trouble during the couple's housewarming party. The real decision, however, Luke Wright quietly accepts the court decision and disappears from the Evans heiress's life without creating much fuzz. Even after Hannah Evans has given birth to their children months later, the man is rarely seen around the family. She was not pregnant, guys. She was not pregnant. She is, I swear on God, this is not my memory failing me. She was not pregnant. She was not pregnant. If she was pregnant, she didn't tell Luke. Like, maybe she found out she was pregnant, but she did not tell Luke. Not in my... No. I swear on God. On God. I am not religious, but on God. She was not pregnant. Barely leaving his children, Paul's her gifts in the mailbox whenever he's in town, never showing his face. When the Wright couple's separation also comes to Wright Evans conglomerate split up. Although the Wright enterprise still manages to do well in the business with Evans and corporate backup as a competitor, another tech league placed its CEO and the company under legal spotlights months later. This time, however, with the Chief Inspector Harvey leaves on an absence, the businessman is able to escape close scrutiny. An investigation headed by LPD's Detective Inspector Ashton Frey, all of Wright Enterprise's illegal business dealings from the past 10 years got to light. Hell yeah, Ashton. Get this bitch. Get this mother chucker. Get his money taken away from him. Hell yeah, Ashton. Get the W. And also involved with other crimes is still being investigated, this disclosure has caused a huge outcry, especially from the city's business sector. So on multiple grounds, the company is also being forced to shut down. Only when Luke Wright steps out of his office one last time, there's only a small smile on his face. Achievement unlocked, saving your hide, abandon an already sinking ship. To avoid public outrage, the once affluent businessman immediately leaves the city. All of his bank accounts have been emptied, including his Luxburn apartments, leaving not one single trace or clue where he might be hiding. I don't know if I'm happy about him leaving the country and getting off scot-free, but you know, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. I will take it. The last anyone has seen of the man was on a flight bound for Ireland. To this day, no one has heard from him. Not even Hannah Evans, even his people from Old Bright Enterprise who have all left to deal with the aftermath. Over the past few months after the situation has calmed, some have made claims of spotting him flitting in and out of the city. If only to check on those he has left behind. Following the company split, Hannah Evans reestablishes Evans Incorporated, becoming its CEO like her late father has always wanted for her. Yes, girl, get that career. Get that career. Also, notice how she looks a lot more like the other girl. I forgot her name, but the one that Marianne was gay for. She looks a lot more like her with this haircut. But yeah, get that W. She is just, I don't even know how to word it. I'm just so happy that she is free from her shitty ass husband and now gets to actually be a decent person and run a decent company. Though a bit out of practice and doubted by many people at first, the Evans Harris quickly finds her bearings and proves to be every bit as talented in the business as her parents. Soon, under her management, the new Evans Inc. flourishes, becoming one of the prime investment and finance companies in Luxburn City. Months after her recovery, Marianne McCullough heads back to her homeland, ready to close a chapter of the past she has left hanging for so long. There she visits Lorraine's grave, asking for forgiveness from the girl she once loved, something she has intentionally avoided for years. Although the terror of what she visits inside the Ermengarde mansion still clings to her, she bravely chooses to move on from it. Oh man, I kinda somewhere I wish Marianne would stay friends with Hannah, but I guess she's also getting her win, even if it's separate. Turning a new leaf by focusing on the new branch of her interior design company and leaving her interior design company at Luxburn in the hands of her secretary instead. Although she has never returned to the city after, she is frequently seen visiting to check on the people who have become acquainted with her in the years there. Having finally accepted herself, she won't deny she is in a happier place now. Yippee! Oh, they are friends! They are friends! Let's go! I'm so happy you do not understand. The lesbianism is winning. Despite making the Ireland branch of her interior design company her focus now, Marianne continues to cater to her most avid patrons in Luxburn where requested. And after her work on the Ermengarde mansion, Hannah Evans has never trusted another to handle the design for any of the places she owns. This is all I care about. You don't understand. This is all I wanted for Hannah. To be a freaking not just a housewife when she has like 20 million business degrees. And for her to be friends with Marianne because, I don't know, they are kind of on the same wavelength, not gonna lie. This is such a good ending. Like, it's not even the best ending, but this is all I care about, not gonna lie. Upon moving back to the Evans mansion after her divorce, Marianne's name is the first thing she calls and the woman is quick to fly back to the city at the socialite summons. Not only helping with the decoration of the old place, but also assisting with the renovations, much to Hannah's delight. Since then, the two women has kept a close friendship and business relationship. Often, they can be seen going around town together when Marion's in town, and the Evans Harris can even be heard recommending the designer to her peers during parties. Some even go as far as to say Hannah Evans has confided with Marion McAuliffe during the tumultuous time of her divorce with Luke Wright. Whatever the case is, one can't deny that both women have found a confidant in the other. They're besties. I'm so happy. I am so happy. They deserve to be besties. They are good as besties. I like this. This is great. With help from family and friends, Zachary Steele has been able to open a photography studio of his own, something he has only dreamed of having as a child. Although he still hopes to get back into making indie films someday, client work is a small project that's kept him mostly busy. I'd guess that maybe he can only be glad for the amount of work bringing in. It has made moving on from the incident at Ermengarde Mansion easier, if not faster. Oh no, no, not Zachary getting this sad ending because of Rebecca, gosh darn it. Even with the success, he still hasn't forgotten what he has lost during that time. And while there are still nightmares, with support from his family, his doctor, and his own drive, the dark images have finally turned into pleasant dreams. He's aware he won't ever truly forget, but he's no longer running away. Oh man, I wanted Zachary to get a good ending as well. This does make me kinda sad. At times, when he's not busier after a hard day's work, he thinks there's another story for the big screen to be told than that. An idea he might soon turn into reality once his time of work's set. No. With the newfound courage, Isabella Santos finally chooses to pursue what she really wants for herself. Having made enough to keep her family afloat for a few years, and with their blessing, she quits her job at Briar Realty Corporation and takes a scholarship offer from the local university. Though remarkably out of place and unsure if she'll be able to keep up by the time she returns to university, she finds her feet soon enough with help from the people close to her. And with her confidence in her skills growing, so the number of people recognizing her and her work. It doesn't take long for several award-winning bodies to take notice of her. For all her accomplishments, however, she has never truly forgotten what happened at the Ermengarde Mansion. I really did give them PTSD. I do feel kind of bad about it. Sorry for killing someone. Whoopsies. Nor what she has lost. The images still remain in her, and on particularly unpleasant nights, terrors continue to visit her dreams. She knows those won't ever disappear from her life. It has become a part of her in the same way death has permanently taken from her. However, she is no longer afraid, and with a brave face she carries on, earnestly wishing that someday she'll be able to paint brighter, more vivid thoughts on her canvas. Arnold's portrayal of life and hope amidst the fear. No, trauma ending, yeah, kind of. But it's also good though. It's bad, but also good. It could be so much worse. I will take it. I will take it. More than a year later, once everything in their respective lives has settled, Zachary Steele and Isabella Santos finally hold their first exhibition together. A project that has been in the making for almost 2 years after the photographer casually brought it up to the other artists. While merely intended as a small event, it has been surprisingly attended by several members of Luckburn's upper class and art enthusiasts. Although only a few of the pieces have been meant for sale, the show has been brought prominence to Zachary and Isabella's names in the city's art scene. It has since been followed by several other exhibitions by the two, both in and out of the city. Currently, they are planning to hold their first show overseas. Yet even with this unexpected, overwhelming fame, friendship between the two has remained strong. Hell yeah. Theirs, after all, is a bond that goes beyond being mere partners in a small project. Is her family as much as she is his. Yay, the found family is winning. Oh hell yeah. Following his success in bringing the Luxembourg firm to acclaim, oh my gosh, why am I sucking at reading for the epilogue? Come on, lock in, B. This is the one time where you should not be locked out. Following his success in bringing the Luxembourg firm case to a close, Ashton Frey receives a recommendation for transfer to Luxembourg's lead agency against organized crimes. An endorsement eagerly backed by the newly appointed successor to the late Chief Inspector Lee, Abigail Harris. Feels remnant, man. Of course, the streamer who gets remnant as a result gets very trauma-heavy ending. That's crazy. That's crazy. Why would you say that? Actually, I don't even think this is that trauma-heavy of an ending. Like, it's somewhat traumatized because I killed one person, but I just know there are so much worse endings. Like, I could have killed everybody. I could have made one person survive while everybody else died, and they would have just been miserable. I don't even think this is a trauma ending. This is like very mild trauma in the grand scheme of things. Also, it is so crazy to me how much less bad Ashton looks once he actually gets a decent haircut. Like, his problem is like, in his appearance, it's like 90% his haircut. Because the moment he stopped looking like a freaking e-boy from the early 2000s, the moment he suddenly looks like a normal person, like, the cringe just disappeared out of his appearance the moment he changed his hairstyle. Like, yeah, stick with this one, buddy. Knowing he'll have more resources, leeway, and a bigger chance of ultimately bringing Luke right to justice, Ashton Frey accepts. He still warns the people close to him against Wright and his associates, but only a friendly reminder now more than anything. Though he does worry, he believes they are wise enough to know what they are doing and trust their judgment. For now, he has decided to leave the evidence and the law to speak for itself and take care of the man once the proper time comes. Nowadays, police work and operations keeps him busy, sometimes taking him away from the city he grew up in for days on end. A rare thing for him to enjoy once upon a time, yet this time, he never really loses his drive. Simply growing more determined after finally having found a clear purpose close to the rush and excitement he dreamed of as a child. Although Ashton keeps his mum about specific details of his work, his experience with the curse has slowly taught him how to open up. Especially to those he knows that genuinely care for him. He still has a long way to go, he knows that, but for the sake of the people who are still with him, those who have chosen to stay, as well as what he lost. He hopes that there will come a day where he no longer has to hide behind his own lies, a day where he is no longer afraid of facing the truth in his own words. Oh man, I guess he's not confident enough for the ship to sail. I guess he can't do his romance with Isabella yet. That's okay. On his days off, Ashton is usually seen loitering around Zachary Steele's studio, either to help him out on one of his pet projects or exasperating the other man on purpose. Either or, it's mostly the latter. At certain times, he'll volunteer to model for one of Zach's projects in spite of the photographer's reassurances that it's not needed. He's like, yeah, I'll model for you, bro. Of course he would. Regardless, Ashton insists before complaining how meticulous the whole process is hours later to Zach's utter amusement. Though sometimes they may get into small trivial arguments, things have stayed cordial between the two. If anything, the ordeal they've both gone through has merely strengthened the friendship the detective didn't expect to find in anyone. Ah yes, between the lingering trauma and her amusing attempts at normalcy, it takes a few months for the awkwardness to finally lift for both Ashton Frey and Isabella Santos. Several weeks trying to find their voice and remembering how to act around each other despite enduring affections. Once the unease fades, there's only their usual banter and rapport to fall back on, the casual talk and friendly jibes. And for the both of them, it's easy, like breathing, like coming home from another journey, a comfort in spite of the many things they've gone through. Their days may still be filled with petty arguments and light teasing, but in the aftermath when all's been said and done, something constant has been forged between the two of them. A quiet steadfast thing they can both hold on to as they both carry on. Not a romantic ending, but I will take it. I will take it. Their ship was not the most important thing here. There were bigger things I cared about. Also, I am getting lightheaded from reading this epilogue. I'm gonna have to take a sip of my drink. The moment he doesn't look like a mobile character, and the moment he stops speaking, then yeah, he looks great. I hate that I agree. I hate that I 100% agree. Oh yeah, my bad then, good job for killing only one person. Listen, it's even debatable if that death was my fault. It's debatable. It's debatable. It's a shared responsibility because I let each other decide. But you know, it's a shared responsibility. If the quick times killed though, I would have killed like 5 characters. I sucked at the quick times, but hopefully you can just restart them. They do not matter for the story. If they did, everyone would be dead though, not gonna lie. They are very hard. Also, what the fuck is this picture? Why, I understand that this is the ghost lady, but why are they... What? Why is it so Gunner bait? Like, hello? Also, yeah, there's the Alejandro sub. Wow, lol, yeah, I know. Can I skip? I feel kind of bad skipping the credits, but doesn't seem like I can. Oh, I can. I just need to click. Oh, interesting. The real letter. There's another one. What? Dear you, if you're reading this, that means you've finished playing the game in one way or another, and we thank you for the time you spent playing the letter. This game is our passion project more than anything, and we sincerely hope we delivered in bringing you a one-of-a-kind visual novel experience. The letter is the first of many visual novels coming from us. If you like what you did with this game and would like to support us... Oh, it's just... Okay, fair. I'll say I might play one of their other games. I know that they're... Oh, it certainly is one of a kind. It certainly is one of a kind. I can tell you that much. Some of the other games they have made are Yuri, so I might also check them out. It is pretty tempting. Maybe not right away, but you know, I'll keep them in mind. I'll keep them in mind if I feel like a Yuri game. Well then, that's I don't really know what to say about that. I feel like that I know that I didn't get the best ending. I know that there are probably way more interesting endings out there, but that ending did feel kind of lackluster. Like, why was this chapter so short? Luke's chapter, I mean, I'm glad I didn't have to play for Luke as Luke for a long time, but that chapter was short. I'm a bit torn. I'm a bit torn. Yeah. I only got not even half of the CGs. I should probably go back, but look how many memories I didn't see because I didn't get the... Look how much I missed. Look how much I missed. Look how much I missed. I really do need to go back and get the other endings, but it's gonna take so long. For now, what do I want to do? So what's the extras? The letter? Oh, it's that one, I see. Art book? Oh, that's the paid DLC, never mind. Let me... Yeah, these are... Oh my god, there's so much I missed. Oh my goodness. I want to get the good ending. I want to get the good ending. Let's try and get the good end. I don't... Fine. Oh, that just continues from here then. I see. I guess I have to start anew then. Sure. Let me... What on earth was that? That scared the shite out of me. Why is there a jump scare starting the game? I don't think that was there before, was there? Don't you think those are stuff you miss or you can't have unless you do another playthrough? I'm gonna do another playthrough, but I'm just gonna skip through everything. That's what. I don't think this is like a New Game Plus where you can only see it on a second playthrough. I don't think it's that kind of game. I guess I'll just do a second playthrough, it's okay. Let's try to max out everybody's relationships and keep them alive. That's what we're gonna do. And in the meantime, we get to skip through everything. Also, hi, this is Rebecca. I know you probably have not seen Rebecca because she was already dead by the time you came to check out this game. Yeah, this is Rebecca. I don't like her. She is a bad friend, not gonna lie. I forgot what I chose here. I think I eat other things too. It will make it go
other
up.
things too.
Yeah, it is. Mew, look at them moving. Thankfully, this game has a fast skipping option. I hate it so much when games have like a skip function, but it's slow as heck. Like, it's so useless. But no, this game actually has a decent skip, so it won't take that long. Oh, there we go. There's the ghost. Listen, here's the thing. I know I said I was gonna try and get the good ending, but I'm kind of tempted to you know, get some bad endings along the way. Like, no harm in, checking out some of the bad endings as well as we go. Load your future corpse. I closed my eyes and prayed last time. I'm gonna look up. Why not? I need to face it. Whatever it is we belong to, I need to face it. And if I'm going to die, if they're going to kill me, at least I'll know what my killer looks like. A cold comfort. So with a deep breath, I summon every ounce of courage I have left in me and shift my gaze upwards. Jesus Christ. I knew it was coming. I knew a jump scare was coming, and it still caught me really bad. Like, this is scary. Yeah, we didn't really get any jump scares this stream, but yeah, I almost forgot that I am very easily startled. Oh no. No.
Please, don't hurt me.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. I did not see this last time. I might have to do quick time, so I'm gonna put my hands on the keyboard. Yeah, this is definitely not what I saw last time. Without thinking, I scrambled towards the door. I struggled to open it, but it won't budge.
Stay away! Go away! Please, Lord! Make it go away!
Why no? Why won't it open now? My heart sings as reality dawns in. I'm locked in. Locked in with that thing.
Let me out! Let me out! Lord, please, let me out!
It slowly approaches me as I wrench the doorknob violently back and forth. Fuck, I accidentally pressed Alt-Tab. No, I pressed Alt. I pressed Alt by accident. I accidentally pressed Alt. Actually, it's not even Alt. I pressed the Windows key. I pressed the Windows key. Whoops. That's what I said. Like, I'm not good at the quick times in this game. I have no hand-eye coordination. Anyways. Hi there, Crouch. Hi. It's gone. It's not gone. It's gonna jump scare me in a second. Where is it? I knew it. What did I say? It wasn't gone. I knew it. Let me try that again. Rip, Isabella. No, the jump scares can't quite kill you. They just let you retry them. If the jump scares could kill you, I would have killed, like... Let me recount. I succeeded the Isabella one. I didn't get this one the first time because I didn't choose to look up. If you don't look up, you don't have to do this quick time. But there's one where you have to like do a rhythm game to hide from the ghost. I succeeded at that one. There was one in Zachary's chapter where you have to flash her with the camera. I succeeded in that one. What is next? I think there was one in Hannah's chapter as well. I forgot what it was exactly, but I think I passed that one too. But then we got to, actually, no, I think I failed the one in Hannah's chapter now that I think about it. There was one... No, or is that Marianne? I think I succeeded in the Hannah one. Failed the Marianne one where you are being pulled into a mirror. I failed that one. I failed the Ashton one where you have to close an elevator. I had to do that one like a million times because I sucked at it. And then I also failed the Rebecca one. Actually, I didn't even get the Rebecca one because I chose a different option. But if you choose the other different option where she doesn't like die from the choice, you do a quick time, and I failed that one too. I succeeded the first three and failed everything after. Whoops. Actually, there isn't... I don't think I got one in Luke's chapter. Huh. So yeah, I'm not the best at the quick times, not gonna lie. If the quick times actually mattered, I would have killed 4 characters. No, 3. I keep forgetting that Luke doesn't have one. I would have killed 3 characters. Alright, let me try to actually succeed this. I can butt so much, I promise. There we go. Achievement unlocked beast modes. Win all QTEs without skipping in normal mode. I don't think that's... I didn't succeed in all the QTEs. I guess it just counts me as beating all of them because it like keeps a counter. I don't know. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why I got that achievement. I should not have deserved that achievement. First try GG, totally. Yes, the door finally swings open. I couldn't have been happier. Wasting no time. I left out the door and then looked. Oh, it's gonna turn out that new unread text found. Whoops. Wasting no time. I leap out the door and don't look back. My feet pounds against the floor in rhythm with the loud, fasting beating of my heart. By the time I run past the hallway, I find myself on top of the grand staircase. My chest feels so tight like it's gonna burst, but it's nothing compared to the feeling of hope. The sight of the exit gives me. Racing down the stairs, a breathy laugh escapes me and my shoe slips and I find myself falling. Ow. She falls either way. If you don't look up, the ghost pushes you, but yeah. So my back is the ground and pain wrecks my body. Oh, there she is. My head grows fuzzy and my vision dims as I fight to stay conscious.
Go away.
Last thing I see are those feet before all I know is darkness. Yeah, now we're back here. Alright, let me reload my save file. Because I want to get the good ending, and I think not looking up is the good ending, probably. Yep, then she's only gone if you don't look up. I mean, maybe facing the fears is the good ending, but I don't feel like it matters that much. Would it be the good ending? I don't know. Maybe facing the fears is the good ending. Again, I don't know what actually matters, but... Fine, I'll do the quick time again. I will trust that it's facing your fears that's actually the good ending. There we go. Sorry for doing that like 3 times. I couldn't decide. I'm a bit indecisive. Meow. Zooming through the text. There's Mr. Elbow. This is the Ermengarde measure, right? It is, but... we'll check with our supervisor. Yeah, Marianne appreciates that. Oh, spooky scary. Look at us being in a time where Luke and Hannah still like each other. Isn't that crazy? Oh, they're looking at the letter for the first time. Oh, right, because we saw the ghost this time. I guess that does make more sense. I guess this is probably the good one then. The letter and that woman in the attic. It's real.
I'm sorry.
I forgot that this was a choice. I'm just gonna save over it. I think it's fine. I forgot that there was a choice. So this is our colleague who dies like as the very first person that we know to die. So she isn't around for long, but I don't remember this. I guess don't show, probably.
Rose,
Yeah, Marianne appreciates that, alright. The words are stuck in my throat. I want to tell her, I really do. But is she going to believe me? She already dismissed me earlier. It's a concussion, she said. It's not. There really is something in that house, in the attic, in the letter. It's going after us. Please, believe me.
dear me. Is Isabelle alright?
Ma'am Hannah's voice pictured the haze beginning to cloud my mind. Was looking down on me, very etched into her features. I didn't even notice when she removed the wrinkled paper from my hands and pushed me down to sit on a nearby chair. I just saw my vision. I can also make out... Oh, never mind, it's Sonia. I guess I didn't choose this option last time. From the edges of my vision, I can also make out Miss McCullough passing a food server for a glass of water. Though it all, Mr. Weiss stands in the sidelines, although curious, he appears more inclined to watch the scene than help. They're always likely to believe me as Rose does. To everyone, whatever's in this house is just a hoax, a cautionary tale for children.
Isabella, do you need me to call that ambulance?
She offers me a drink, but I push it away. I need to get out of here before I cause an even bigger commotion. Clear my head, take a breath of fresh air. Anything to take my mind off things. No one's going to believe me anyway.
No, I'm just feeling a bit out of it. Excuse me. I'll be back. I just need to catch my breath.
Bowing my head, I mutter a quick apology and gather my stuff to make a quick exit. It doesn't matter if this place is haunted or not. I've got trouble and Rose can be quite unforgiving of this behavior. I'm almost at the door when she catches up to me.
Isabella, wait!
The apprehension must have been quite obvious on my face, because her expression instantly shifts to something gentler. Eyes softer, a fond smile spreading on her lips.
Hey, I'm not angry.
I know. I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
Come on, you didn't ruin anything. It's not like we haven't ran into any problems before. If we don't get a deal today, we can always try on a different day. And look.
She hesitates, completely trailing off before shifting her gaze down to her hands, a small gesture to stall. Her fingers are twiddling with a piece of folded paper. It's a stupid letter again. Okay, I guess she sees the letter regardless of what we do. My hands stiffen when she gives it back, but I take it nevertheless, whereas an automatic response and any desire to have it back. I'll throw it away if I can, but I have this nagging feeling that one way or another, it'll find its way back to me regardless of what I do about
Rose,
it.
this is... You have to let them know about...
I know you want us to get this sale so badly. And we've made a lot of plans on how to go about this. I mean, who wouldn't? This is the first time I've been assigned to a property like this. I've sold plenty of houses before, but nothing like what we have here. It's a beautiful house. I'd love to get one of my own if I ever win the lottery, but I think... Look, here's the thing, Isabella. If we are going to do this, work on something, I don't know, this big, I need you in top shape. And the way you are now...
My mind stops. Alright, yeah, she is just going to send Isabella away again. And I get Ashton to pick us up because I don't know. Because Ashton. Why of all times did I have to screw up like that in front of an important customer, no less? I owe Rose a big apology. I hope she likes free donuts.
You don't seem too happy about it.
Let's not lie to Ashton.
You keep asking me about my work, yet you haven't said a single word about...
They're going to the movies. Specifically Zachary's movies. Oh, they all see the letter. Stay for the movie. Yeah. Oh, Rebecca. I forgot that Rebecca goes down, but that's okay. Who should I meet? He's their professor. I met with the priest last time. Maybe I should meet with the... Actually, I should meet with the professor. I should meet with the professor. Because a priest can, like, bless him whatever, but it doesn't actually matter. The thing with the professor is, him being a professor doesn't matter. Because, you know, it's actual science. Science doesn't work. It's a ghost. But the thing with the professor is that the professor has, like, a personal grudge against Luke Wright and whatever. And he actually seems to know something about the ghost story, so I actually should meet with the professor instead of the priest.
I'll think about it, but if ever, I'd like to give talking to Andrew a try.
Because you get to talk to the professor either way, as Zachary and as Ashton. But I didn't pick this as Isabella.
Is that okay? Won't he have other things to do?
He is a bit busy, but he'll make time for me. He's my go-to person when I'm stuck in something. He won't mind if I bring a friend with me this time.
If you're sure.
I guess that settles it then.
Guys, I said keep it down.
You keep insisting that we still watch it. You're not even paying attention yourselves.
It ain't a big deal, Rebecca. I'm the one who broached the subject in the first place.
It's still your film, Zachary. A good film, mind you. You worked hard on this.
Alright, skip trail. It's so quiet. I guess the music disappears when you skip. It's only like so silent. She welcomes me with her bright smile. Her movements were open and me, the one would typically expect from a passing client to have.
Oh, Isabel! How are you feeling? You looked awfully dreadful yesterday.
I don't know why.
Isabella, I'm fine now, ma'am. I appreciate your concern.
I really don't understand why I can't get my name right. It's a fairly common name. It shouldn't be too hard to remember. Imagine getting that right. No, I'm not gonna dox myself over this. Regardless, I hand them their copy of the agreement.
Wonderful. Your team works unbelievably fast.
Ma'am Hannah skims through each of them with scrutinizing eye, checking every page for inconsistencies and errors. Despite this unassuming impression she gives off, she appears fully aware of what to look for in the process contracts like these usually undergoes. It is surprising, to be quite honest. I haven't begged her for someone who is well versed in these things, yet here she is. She shows some of it to her husband, and he responds with the same passive interest as if he's more than happy to leave everything to her. I can't tell if it's purely because he believes she is capable enough, doesn't care about what they are buying, or simply finds paperwork tedious.
Love, wouldn't it be better if we handled it ourselves? A personal touch of sorts.
But yeah, no, Hannah is like, it really is the one capable person in this relationship. I don't know why they are changing this.
It is our housewarming party and our new home.
No more than a week, ma'am. Barring unexpected delay, of course.
I know both of you worked hard on getting us this beautiful mansion. Did I mention we reward our people generously?
But this is... Ma'am, I can't accept this.
Don't you worry, darling. It's a small thing coming from us.
I guess because I didn't try to show the letter to Rose, she is more positive towards us. Last time I tried to show the letter and she was like, what the fuck are you doing? Ash is not here, so we should celebrate? That's crazy. That's crazy. Why is this a piece of dialogue? No.
Let me do that again.
Don't be mean to Ashton. He's not that bad. He's just a bit cringe. It's okay to be cringe. Oh, hi Ghost. I forgot about this. The abrupt break in the silence nearly makes me jump out of my skin. Apparently I fished my phone from under the mess of papers and cushions where I've carelessly thrown it before taking a shower hours ago. Ash's name flashes brightly on the screen. Is he calling because of this afternoon?
Thank you so much for spamming my inbox, scaredy cat.
Hey, Ash.
What's wrong?
I just had a long day. The couple who bought the house wanted us to finish processing the papers within the week. It's a little hectic, but we'll manage.
Really? You sold it?
Don't sound so surprised. I told you you've been on the losing end from the very start. Ha!
Whoever said I was interested in the house in the first place?
But you said...
Despite the slight tone, his sticker only comes off as an annoyance to my ears. I had to fight the urge to end the call right then and there. Stupid Ash.
Such an ass. And just so you know, I'm not treating you to a separate celebration. Or ever.
No, that's just unfair. And here I was looking something up for you. Didn't you say you wanted to talk to Andrew?
Oh, that's where we're getting this call. I see. I was like, what is different? But yeah, no, it's her wanting to talk to the professor. I think if you want to talk to the priest instead, you get a call from Zachary. Also, Omni, I don't know if you're still here. Please take note of the fact that his name is now Ashel. That cracked me up so much because it looks reflective everyone has nicknames, but Isabella calls everyone else by their proper name. It's just Ash who is called Ashel. I pause. I did say that, but I think he didn't think he'd actually go through the trouble, considering how much he scoffed at the whole topic in the first place.
Is he okay with that?
Totally. Besides, I need to ask him about something. I might as well do it soon.
I respect the heck out of that.
What do you say you come with me tomorrow morning?
Well, there's no harm in it, I suppose. I've got a free day anyway.
Great, I'll just pick you up. Don't oversleep.
Don't compare me to you. I'm not the one who sleeps like a rock.
Another round of chuckles come from him. Oh, I will live for the day he'll stop making fun of me. Just wait, you asshole. As I'm about to end the call, he clears his throat.
Isabella?
It's an indefinite tone since my eyebrows shooting up into my hairline. Is the world ending today?
Yeah? Did you forget something?
Thanks for pointing it out. I wouldn't have caught it otherwise. I think it also took me a second. No worry. I think I had to be like, why is he referred to as asshole? What is what? It took me a second.
Do you think we...
What are we?
Never mind. Good night.
He hangs up instantly. Rude. Completely rude. I didn't even get to thank him. The busy tone, the muffled, echoes through the receiver. No one is saying this will work, even I am doubtful it will. But right now, I'll take anything. Anything to get out of this nightmare. Oh, this is Neil. To be fair, she's also a bit cringe, so... No, they're... That's why I like them together. Like, I feel like... Isabella, as much as she was, like, frustrated with Ash being, like, kind of annoying, I feel like they actually... You know, they're not that bad for each other. There are so many way worse pairings in this game that I am not that mad about Ashton's crush on Isabella. Like, sure, this is so anime, it really is. For the first time in a long time, I dream of clear skies and of unrestrained laughter from children playing in the streets and of small crown dwellings. To an outsider, the sight does not paint a pretty picture. However, this is home to me. I totally feel the five of them together, yeah. Oh, sorry, I need to be reading this. Morning dawns bright and clear the following day. Although the air still feels muggy and I miss the chilly autumn weather, it's one of those rare weekends where I'm up even before my alarm rings. If it wasn't for Ash's call last night, I'd probably sleep in. When 9 AM rolls around, I'm already headed downstairs where Ash is waiting for me in his car. He names his car, by the way. His car is called Shirley. His hair is a disheveled mess, eyes drowsy, and overall looking like he hurried to get out of bed. Or fell out of it. Or both. He looks adorably rumpled this way, but I'm not going to tell him that. I'd only bloat his unbearable ego.
Good morning, Ash!
Oh, also, if you think him naming his car is already bad enough, he has also named his gun Ophelia. And his ringtone is the worst thing you will ever hear. His ringtone is, like, actually the cringiest thing in this entire game. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's really bad. But, like, here's the thing. Being cringe is not a crime. He is allowed to be cringe. There are so many worse characters in this game who commit worse crimes than being cringe. I will forgive him for being cringe. It's okay. He makes a motion with his finger around his ear. Tone it down.
Can you even drive?
He answers me with a slight raise of his hand, a yawn and nothing more. He has never been particularly fond of mornings, and for that I'm thankful to every god in the universe. Less mental capacity for him to make fun of me. There's a reason why mornings are my favorite. I knew you were saying he was cringe, but damn, no, it's bad. It's bad. It doesn't take long for us to reach the destination. The small cafe is situated in Luxburg's busiest street, the same one I often visit with Becca for its cheap food. I've never gone here on a Sunday, and it's striking how different it appears without the usual weekday and Saturday rush. The atmosphere especially reminds me of something we also have back home, near the university I used to attend. I wonder what happened to it. It was being renovated before I left, so I never got to visit one last time. The place has always had a calming effect on me. But today, despite sitting in a place similar to it, anxiety easily washes over me as soon as I step out of the car. I'm quite used to dealing with people I've never met before thanks to my work, but still, I don't know him. In spite of the fact that both Ash and Rebecca have vouched for him, what did he think of me and my story? What if he thinks I'm crazy? Hell, even my own friends thought so. I draw in a breath to quell the panic right beginning to rise in me. Oh well, only one way to find out. A few hesitant steps forward, and then Ash is suddenly pulling me back by my elbow.
Hold on, scaredy cat, not too fast.
Does he also have a Junibyo roleplay or some shits that would make so much sense? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Like, I absolutely can see where that's coming from. And they do say that he was very, like, emo as a teenager, but I don't think he's quite Junibyo, no. I mean, he's already a cop, so, you know, it's not like he never gets any action. that makes it sound different. You know, it's not like he is deprived of, I'm trying to find words that don't make this sound like a sex metaphor. His life is already busy enough. He doesn't need to make up delusions. Without warning, he flicks my forehead hard.
That hurts! What was that for?
Oh come on, it would have been so great. No, I do see the vision, but I think it's for the best. I think he's already extra enough. They didn't need to go over top with it. He's already walking away when I look up, and I hurry to catch up to him, puzzled. I really don't understand this guy. At least, explain why you're flicking other people's foreheads all of a sudden. So real.
Get yourself together, will you? He's not going to bite. He's very accommodating, too.
I wasn't scared of him or anything.
You don't look like it. Didn't sound like you were okay last night either.
Huh?
What was that last one? Hey! Don't just ignore me!
All questions and retorts die on my mouth. Die on my mouth once he opens the door to the shop. A cast iron barrel attached to it chimes softly, announcing our arrival. The smell of freshly brewed coffee welcomes us as soon as we step in. Like the usual, several tables and chairs have been set up for the patrons. Most of the customers have forgone them in favor of more comfortable throw pillows and beanbag chairs that the staff has laid out on the floor. Becca would love to know they have something like this on Sundays. She's been complaining about how uncomfortable the library chairs are for a long time now. Ash leads me to a secluded spot near the window where an old man, probably in his 50s or 60s, is seated, enjoying a brew and a book.
Professor Clark.
It's just Andrew now. I'm no longer your professor, Detective Inspector Frey.
He was really close to it though when there's a copy's naming his gun. The funniest part is though, they brag about him naming his car for the entire game. And they bring up him naming his gun once. They mention it once in passing. But no, he is just cringe like that. He really is just cringe like that. The guy, Andrew, looks up from his book and gives him a smile. A sheepish look crushes Ash's face as the older man's admonishment. More unusual in my opinion is seeing him appear like a parent has just scolded him. But it suggests a familiarity between them, one that goes beyond what someone expects from a simple student and mentor. With another warm smile, he gestured for us to take the empty seats opposite to him.
Have you been waiting long?
Quite some time. But I come here early on weekends. Best time to get their first serving of bear claws. They're the only place that serves it here. I took the liberty of ordering for you two. I hope you don't mind. I thought it'd be best to talk over a decent helping of coffee.
Having an emotional bond deep enough to name your weapon, which is most of the time kill people, and when you're a cop really rubs me the wrong way. I don't think it's because of an emotional bond. I think he's just silly. Also, you forget that he is a UK cop, not a America cop. He doesn't have to use his gun very often. He literally says that he only ever uses his taser and his gun is just there for what if scenarios. He's not an American cop on me, please. Soon enough, a waiter brings us 2 more cups and sets down a basket of pastries.
Aren't you going to introduce the lady?
Ah, right. Sorry. Isabella, this is Prof. Andrew. He's one of my professors back at the university.
Maybe I tried to find too much logic and sense. Yeah, no. Normally I would be right there with you. Normally I overanalyze games to the point that it's kind of like going too far. But this game, I don't think this is the kind of game where that's really, you know, gonna help you much. I don't think this is a game that takes his teams very seriously. That's all I'm gonna say.
Andrew, this is Isabella Santos.
Santos. Portuguese? Spanish? Brazilian? Mexican?
Filipino, actually.
Filipina, actually. It's a pleasure to meet you, Professor.
Ah, your name carries a lot of history, Miss Santos.
Something about this is giving such a, like... I don't know how to describe it. Like, immediately going like, you must be from this part of the world. There's so much history behind your name. It's giving very much like Adolf Redditor energy. I'm sorry. It just I'm gonna shut up now. No worries, I totally get you.
Just Andrew was fine. Don't do what Ashton's doing. He doesn't listen to this old man.
He doesn't listen to anyone, more like. The awkward tension typically present in the first meeting dissipates after that. I was expecting someone strict and to an extent, someone severe. But Professor Andrew Clark is the definite opposite of what I have in mind. The more personable kind, similar to her grandfather who toasted you in family gatherings. It's obvious why Ash has taken a liking to him.
Ashton tells me there's something you wish to discuss that I could help with. Let's hear it then.
I give Ash a hesitant glance, but he just nods and gestures towards Andrew with his head. He's leaving this to me, it's my story to tell after all. I keep it short and concise. I found a letter in this old mansion, now I'm cursed. Exactly as I've told Ash and Zach when they asked about it. I'll mention the name of the place. No use in saying it now that someone else legally owns it. No use dragging other people into my problems.
I'm sure it's that letter I found.
It's really difficult sometimes to tell when the writing is supposed to be serious or bad, such silly on purpose. That was one of those. Yeah, it's true. Honestly, I think that wasn't on purpose. There are more cases in this game where it feels like that, so I don't think that was on purpose. Cringy. I unfortunately.
But I don't know anymore. I just want to know how to escape this nightmare.
Of course. We're talking about the one in Anslem Village, aren't we?
That's the worst part, yeah.
How did you...
Don't look so surprised. There's only one place popular enough here if we're going to talk about hauntings. I once had a colleague who wrote about it and the urban legends surrounding the place. Years worth of study, but fascinating.
Or best, depends on the point of view, true. Like, I don't think I would have been enjoying this game nearly as much if it wasn't as cringe as it is. Like, this game does not have... Like, this game is the polar opposite of Kenosha. Kenosha is good because you can tell that the people who made it knew what they were doing and had, like, actual writing talent. This game is not... This is gonna sound very mean to developers, but, like, that's a very clean, polished, like, that's a very polished visual novel that I love because of quality. This game is the opposite, why it's good because it's trashy. Like, I think if this game wouldn't have been cringe, it would have just been mid. And I think being cringe but fun is always better than being mid and unmemorable. So you know what? You know what? I should disconnect my brain. I have to become calm. That's so mean. That's so mean. Don't you do my girl like that. This game is praised for the writing and the characters and the reviews are very high on Steam. Oh yeah, I remember that being mentioned. I don't know about praising the writing of this game. I will praise it for a lot of other things. I don't know about the writing. I don't know. What is this timeline we live in? Yeah, we just live in a weird loop. We live in one of the weird, freaky loops where people have no literacy. We really do.
It's a shame he passed away at such a young age. He would have done a much better job at explaining topics like this one compared to me. Ashton here might disagree, but it's an interesting topic in sociology, if you care to have an open mind.
Studying the science and theory behind it is completely different from outright believing in it.
She said it herself, to be fair, that she doesn't like to think that smart people do that. You know what? Fair enough, fair enough.
You don't believe in those stories, sir?
Now, this isn't a question of belief.
We do be living in a society. We really do.
Culture and history.
We do be living in a society, specifically a society where Twitter exists.
And it's not just limited to ghosts. Monsters, gods, you name it. Even you, Miss Santos.
I feel like there's no better example of people being illiterate as shit.
What about me?
How you respond to these stories. It tells a lot about you and your upbringing. In the same way it tells me why our detective inspector here finds such topics absurd. Interesting, isn't it?
My head is starting to spin from all of this. I'm not the smartest person around, but I understand what he's trying to get at, I think. It's not so much taken at once. I look to Ash for help, but his eyebrows are drowned in a frown. If he keeps staring like that at his cup, I'm pretty sure it'll crack soon.
There's still something you're not telling.
Didn't I tell you everything the other day?
Yeah, but you mentioned the rights. Then you proceeded to drop the topic right after. What's with that?
They don't have anything to do with this.
Rights? Luke and Hannah, right?
Yeah, they're the ones who got the place.
I'm not surprised. They're the kind who gets what they want once they set their eyes on it.
To give some context, when we brought up the rights with him, as Zachary, I think it was, he freaked the frick out. This guy does not like the rights. And you learn as Ashton that is because apparently they like burned down his bakery and his wife died in the fire. Like, he doesn't know for 100% sure that it was the rights because, you know, it was done through hired workers or some other, like, it was covered up basically. But he knows that it was the rights behind it. And Ashton is also trying to expose Luke Wright specifically because of this reason. But yeah, that's why he's so like bitter about the rights, because he thinks his wife and his bakery are gone because of, you know, them. The professor sounds so condescending. Oh my god, well yes, but that's because there's a reason. No, but okay, I think he is condescending since he talked about Isabella's family name or something. Oh boy, I don't even want to unpack that. I don't listen, this game does not have a great track record when it comes to racism, because they literally say the N-word in the dialogue. They make Luke say it. I'm not gonna touch on that. That is not a topic that I feel like I am equipped to discuss. We're gonna acknowledge that this game is questionable about its racism sometime. We're gonna acknowledge that now, and we're gonna put it aside because I don't think I'm equipped to unpack that. I didn't want to say it, but I think I know what. I think you know what I think. Yeah, I know. Lol. Listen, we're just not gonna know.
From what I've heard, word gets around.
Every sigh escapes my lips. Bubbly or not, they're just my clients, albeit a little pushy, but just clients' sense of story. I wish you'd stop pestering me about them. Let's not be mean about it. I feel like this is definitely the right approach though, so I'll save over my file. I know you're trying to help. I want them to actually get along this time. What is it again that Becca does when she is dealing with a particularly difficult child? The pesky, annoying kind. I wish I could remember. I can certainly use the same trick right about now.
Ashton, look here. I know you're trying to help, but the deal's almost already closed.
If this is on purpose though, they have at least have the talent to write hateable characters. I mean, they do, because Luke exists. But I don't know if this professor is on purpose, because from what I saw in my first playthrough, he's supposed to be a sympathetic character. He's supposed to be likable. So, while they do definitely have it for Luke, I don't know if I would give them that much credit.
The papers are being prepared. Once it's done, it's over.
Actually, I take that back. In the final chapter, they definitely tried to make Luke seem at least somewhat sympathetic. So actually, no, I disagree. They are all doing this by accident. I don't think it's on purpose. I don't think they know what they're doing.
And when is that happening?
At least not fully. No, please, this can't be on purpose. Yeah, thanks. Alright.
When what? Is there even a purpose to this line of questioning?
I prefer it that way.
Your working relationship with them. When's it going to end?
For my sanity.
About a week from now. It depends on how long the approval process would take, but they wanted us to rush it.
Really? You're absolutely sure about that?
Yes, really. Unless they want to buy a house again and want me and Rose to be their agent. If yes, then I don't see a problem with it. Now stop annoying me about it.
Don't accept it.
What? Why? It's my job.
Oh lord, even my younger siblings aren't this difficult to deal with. Then again, I just far younger from it. I know why I read this as far younger. Far from a younger sibling to me. If he'd only spell it out, surely I'd understand. We wouldn't even have to talk about it right now. That's how it is, right? Find an even ground and talk about it like the adults we are. It wasn't like this before, but somewhere along the way, something has changed in us, as people, as friends. I wish there was a way I could tell when or why. Instead of left searching blindly for reasons, the next thing we know, we'll be drifting further and further apart. How frustrating.
Now, kids, settle down. We're not going to solve anything by shouting.
Sorry, Sir Andrew.
And we're not going to solve anything either if you keep omitting things.
Speak for yourself. I'm not the only one doing it.
You'll have to forgive my former student, Miss Santos. He's always been the curious kind. Many people think he's lazy, but it's actually the opposite. I see that hasn't changed.
Oh, really? How is he back when he was your student?
She's trying to get those embarrassing childhood stories. I know what you're doing.
I'm sorry, I need to ask. He doesn't talk much about that.
And there's a reason why. Please don't.
Tried to sleep on the first day of class. He didn't repeat it after what I made him do when I caught him. Students like him are the easiest to deal with, once you know what piques their interest. I'd have to say, he's one of the very few who's actually interested in the subject, though. But there was this one time when...
By the end of the conversation, Ash looks like he's praying for the ground to swallow him. He's never been one to talk about himself. What I know about him are mostly bits and pieces I've gleaned over the years. He's an atrocious singer, he's bad at art, and he has a personal vendetta against mornings. Now it feels like he isn't that hard to figure out after all. It's past noon when Andrew has to leave us for another meeting. Before we separate...
Miss Santos, a word of advice. Just keep in mind that when it comes to cases like this, things aren't always what they seem.
Naturally, the mention in the letter was brought up several times during our talk. Although Ash is right, in that Andrews offers a different perspective, he's left me with more questions than answers instead. What is she? What does she want from me? Is she ever going to leave? They all continue to bug me after we've left the coffee shop. I don't even notice when Ash takes a different turn on our way back.
Where are we going? You can drop me off at the park.
Guess. You have 3 chances.
I'm serious, Ash. Where are we going?
Is he taking her on a date without her consent? That's crazy. He doesn't answer, but shortly he stops his car in front of a small nondescript food stall, a little ways away from the movie house. I was paying attention, I would have missed it without a doubt. He motioned for me to wait as he gets off the car and walks in its direction. Sheesh, if you want to buy something, just say it. No need to make yourself look mysterious. If it makes you look all the more like it makes you look more like a dork than cool. It's okay, he's cringe, we know this by now. The wait isn't long, however. Soon he's walking back holding 2 fish-shaped cones in both hands. Ice cream, parfait, across of the two. By the time he's back inside the car, I've given up any effort to figure out what he's bought. Though it looks bad, it actually looks cute.
Here, take it.
I have to move my head back a little when he trusted at me to avoid the ice cream and the fruit toppings from ending up on my nose.
What's this for?
Ah, get it, audience. Understand it yet? He's Japanese. He's Japanese. He's Japanese. Ah, get it? Actually, it's Japanese. He's buying her freaking... Oh, I cannot check it because it's... He's Japanese, guys. He's buying her... I forgot what it's called. He's buying her the Japanese thing. I'm sorry. It's just... I had to call it out. I had to call out the game for doing this. Because they do the exact same thing with Isabella. Like, I don't want to bring up their race discussion again. Taiyaki, yes. They do the same thing with Isabella, where she makes like the I don't know what it's called, but like the chocolate rice breakfast. She makes it, and then you're like, what is this? This is some weird ethnic food. And like, come on guys. Like, there are ways to make a character, you know, eat food based on their background. There's a way to include their background into the story. I don't think this game handles it quite the way you want to handle it. Like, it feels unnatural. It feels like they are forcing to quote-unquote represent their ethnicity in a way that feels forced. Like, I'm sorry, it just doesn't work for me. Hashtag inclusion.
My arm's getting tired. 5, 4, 3, 2.
With a wary glance, I take it off his hands. I still don't understand why there's a need for ice cream today. Nevertheless, I take a small bite. It's actually pretty good. I must have shown in my face because he chuckles as soon as I take another
Saw
one.
the place open the other day when we watched Zach's movie. Thought I should give it a try. It doesn't seem like a bad place to get food from time to time.
And you're giving me free ice cream because...
Do I need to have a reason?
Are you really going to ask me that?
Here's the thing with Ashton Frey. He does not just treat anyone to free food because he feels like it. He's that much of a Scrooge. Hell, he even asked me to teach him how to haggle once. Haggle, of all people who would ask me that. I'd have expected such a request from Becca, but Ash, not at all. If I'm going to be honest, he looks a bit constipated with that expression on his face right now. I think he's starting to regret ever buying this.
The other day? The movie with Zach and Rebecca? Rebecca's there, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Did he seriously forget his friend was present? What? Ashton. At this point, you might as well just say it's because I like you and I want to rizz you up. Like, that would still be the better answer than forgetting that Rebecca exists. Like, I know I killed her once, but come on. That was in another timeline, buddy.
Anyway, during the movie, we, that's to say, we...
This is a cop, guys. This guy fumbling and lying right now, he's a cop. Can you believe that? Can you believe this guy is a cop?
Shit. Should have written down something first.
Get to the point, Ashton.
Right. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry for, not getting to the point.
And how old is he already? I'm pretty sure he's like 29. I'm pretty sure he's 29. They call Isabella a baby because she is like, I think like 26 question mark? That's not the right screen. Yeah, Isabella's 26. I know this looks like a 20, but it's 26. Ashton is 29.
I'm sorry for the other day. I got carried away. I said things that upset you. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
Listen, he's just a tsundere, guys. He's just a tsundere. It happens. Please comment, girl. Help me. I know, right? I know, right? Please help me disconnect my brain. Give me a lobotomy or something.
Oh, okay.
Okay? That's all? That's all you're going to say? You're not still angry, are you?
You didn't have to buy me anything. A simple sorry would have been enough.
I pointed to the cone again, a small attempt to keep myself occupied and relieve the heat crawling up my face. It doesn't work, but at least I don't have to look at him. Why I'm feeling embarrassed over an apology, I have no idea. It's not like it wasn't called for. They were being mean, especially him, and in a fraction of a second it hits me. He skipped his day off just for today. I should be the one apologizing and thanking him. Silence is an awkward company while we finish our respective snacks. There are words for this. For people like us, for understandings and sentiments like this. Yet in this instant they won't come. As promised, he drops me off at the park right after, raised on stead still hanging heavily in the air. In this weather, the city park gives off a lazier and more languid vibe than usual. Where children are usually seen running around and playing, there are now people lying, leaning back on their picnic blankets, simply enjoying the afternoon sun. The smell of food drifts from nearby carts, and if the wind blows in the right direction, I would catch the whiff of freshly trimmed grass. Maybe I should try walking home today, to get my mind off things. To try and find the words somehow. I haven't done it in a
Thanks,
while.
Ash, for today.
No problem. Say hi to Rebecca for me.
Yeah, I will.
Even so, I linger. We both do. A mild humid breeze brings the smell of dried leaves, warmed earth, and a far-off distant memory. A fall starts and awkward first meetings. Same place, same people playing the same parts. Funny how of all the days, my brain chooses to remember it now.
Wait, Belle.
Ash exits his car, his strides are unsteady when he approaches me. Or maybe this is uncertainty showing, I'm not quite sure. He's never looked so uncertain to me before. Always calm, always sure, always collected. He stood a short distance away from me, close enough that he's within arm's reach, but just where enough for his voice to be heard over a decent small talk. If this is what it's going to be. He fumbles for something in his pockets.
Here, catch.
Small black lens gliding on my outstretched hands before it hits the ground. I raise an eyebrow at him and he responds by shrugging and stuffing both of his hands back into his pockets. Sword to the side, he finds an interesting spot to look at. Sometimes you have to wait, Papa said a long time ago. For this one time, I listen. His voice is halting, hesitant when he finds it again.
My mom used to make me carry around one of those when I was young. To ward off evil and bring you luck, she said.
I don't believe in this kind of thing now. But if it makes you feel safe, since you're a total scaredy cat, then I guess it's okay to give you one.
This is the perfect example of what I mean when I say this game's sound mixing is terrible, because why was that loud, the start of the line so much louder than everything else? Also, yeah, again, like I said, did you guys know he's Japanese? Like, it's impossible to tell. It's impossible to tell. These are still going, Lordy, yeah. I mean, this is my 2 stream day. It has to happen. It's a different game, but yeah. I know, this is a long stream time. Perhaps at the moment there aren't any words for it. I've never been good with those. But right now, I could take him in the best way I know. I'm actually not sure what the answer for this one. This might be bad. Why did that update the story? I close a short distance separating us and give him a light punch on his arm. The gesture, familiar, in place of phrases one couldn't spin together, answers too early to seek out.
See, you can be pretty nice when you're trying.
I am nice.
When you're sleeping, but thanks for this.
Don't go losing it. It brings bad luck if you do.
Wait, are you serious?
I knew there's a catch, this asshole.
Yeah, that's what they say.
You did this on purpose, didn't you? Oh, I should have known.
I feel like 2 sounds a bit condescending. I guess so. I'll read this out and then try the other one.
Not entirely.
Actually, I'm gonna. Also, it says asshole again. Let me check real quick. I close it. Oh, I see. Yeah, this one makes it go up for the you're right. The first one was the right option. I close a short distance separating us. And lightly, in place of faces one couldn't spin together, answers too early to seek out, I lean over. What? I never saw this the first time. I definitely did not see this the first time. They were like very platonic. They were like very platonic the first time I played this game. I was like vaguely trying to have them hang out, but I definitely didn't see this the first time. This game is not very good in separating its answers, at least not for this question. Like, they sound so similar, and yet this is the difference between them. That's crazy. I give him a little peck on the cheek. The touch is short, fleeting. The kindness speaks volumes of boundaries we don't cross often as friends. Nevertheless, the thought is there. It lingers, in the gentle autumn wind that passes, in the empty space separating us when I step back and look up at him with a smile. You're welcome, they call me Omni Romance Trunks. I mean, in my defense, I did not even get the chance to do this the first time because I chose to go with Zachary. So, you know, that in my defense, I did not even have a chance to do this the first time, but I did also pick the wrong option, so, you know, I maybe I don't know. I don't have an offense. I play romance games. I should be used to this, and yet, I don't know. I'm just gonna shut up. I'm coping. But yeah, thank you. It's just an autumn wind that passes, in the empty space separating us. When I step back, I look up at him with a smile. It's easy to express gratefulness this way, isn't it? At least with my own family, that's the case. For the two of us, I'm not quite sure. Did he understand? After all, gratitude is considerably harder to put into words when you spend the latter half of your friendship teetering between good-natured jests and ruffling each other's feathers. Seconds pass before he clears his throat. His face has gone remarkably red, whether from the heat or something else I can't quite tell. But he understands. I know he does, because the smile on him when I finally miss my eyes the gentleness I've seen him show.
I, gotta go. Got some reports I forgot to file the other day.
Sure, buddy.
Yeah. See you around. Thanks for the ice cream. And the charm.
Don't lose it. You won't find one here again if you do.
I won't. I might move like I have 2 left feet, but I know how to take care of my own stuff. I'm not a total klutz.
I know.
And Belle, remember that one time? Devlin Court?
I do, with all the clarity in the world.
At the time, when we... What I'm trying to say is that you can rely on me if something, anything happens. Not the exact same thing, of course, but you get the idea. I'll be around.
I'll keep that in mind. You're not that bad after all.
Before leaving, he always at me one last time. The next time we talk, we'll be back to the way we are. Because at the end of the day, that's how things have always moved between us. What we're familiar with, what we're comfortable with. But for all that, it's always easy to put my own faith in him. I just hope I could keep them safe. Keep him safe. A light wind blows again, something dry leaves swirling, and the same smell floated to the air. For the first time, the sunlight feels less harsh. Maybe a walk is good. I need to visit the grocery too. Come to think of it, wasn't there an art store that opened up recently near the park? No, she's having a happy walk. Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot about this interaction. So there's a cat. However, it's, yeah, you'll just have to see. You'll see. I'm not gonna skip through it. I think this interaction is funny. No, I say as I skip through it. Basically, she tries to feed candy to a cat, and then Marianne comes over and is like, "What the fuck are you doing to my cat? Leave my cat alone." That was honestly really cute how it got handled after that answer. I mean, I agree. Like I said, I don't think they are a bad pairing. Out of all the terrible pairings in this game, between like the protagonist characters, I think this one is the most decent. Not perfect, but decent. My hand stops. Do you want one? No, don't give a cat candy, you dumbass.
Borussia!
Look at the cat. Oh my god, guys, it's Chippy. He finally achieved his ultimate wish of becoming a cat, and now he's owned by a lesbian. I remember trying to talk about the cats and her being mad. And yet I'm still gonna try it again. Yeah, she hates that.
I'm actually surprised you have a cat, Miss McCullough.
Yeah, she's like, "What, do I not look like a cat person?" I'll talk about her job.
I'm just curious. About your work.
Not even because of the characters, but because the writing was actually not bad. Is it just me, or does this cat have a sort of face with a human shape a bit? I've stopped questioning the art of this game. I've disconnected my brain. No, you're not stripping. I see it.
What about it?
There's something guarded in her expression at the mention of work, but I pushed through with my question.
I just want to know how it is to work on a house like the Ermengarde Mansion. Is it hard?
I guess she wasn't expecting a question like that. It's the way your eyebrows shut up that tells me something.
Because of its age? I wouldn't say it is. It is a challenge, considering the factors me and my team have to sort out. But it's a good project. A breath of fresh air from what I usually work on. And I have a good team. Those original fittings, though. It might be old, but the architecture is magnificent. I'm sure you've seen the stained glass windows in the foyer. Oh, I can already think of so many things I could do with it.
Look at her, like she's smiling.
But of course, my team will have to double check for necessary repairs here and there. That's probably for the best.
I made them kind of hate each other in my playthrough, so you know, seeing her smiling is kind of new. Sorry, I have to stop doubting stuff. No, keep on doubting stuff. Someone has to be the critical eye here. I'm too forgiving of this game.
It's easy to break some key elements with a rush restoration job, and who knows what other hidden issues there might be underneath. People can be so careless. I'm sorry, I spoke too much.
No, it's okay. You seem to really love what you're doing.
It's not really like that. I'm just lucky to have found work in an interesting field. Anyway, Bruthiel's due for her visit to the vet. Nice talking to you, Miss Santos. I wish you luck with what you're planning to work on. It seems like a big project, too.
She gestured with her head towards the bags, the ones filled with stuff I recently bought from the art store.
It's a project for a friend, actually.
No, don't lie, Isabella. Be proud of your art. You're a good painter. The epilogue confirmed it. You have talent, girl. Stop being so insecure.
All the same. Good luck.
I watch her as she leaves, though she shortly stops before crossing the threshold separating the park and the street. She faces me again, looking like there's something she has forgotten to say.
By the way, about the Irmingard mansion. With my clients, it's the rights, I mean.
Hear me out, crazy copium, but what if you got really not great writing because of the choices you made along the way, but choosing most of the best choice will lead to stellar writing? That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has the deal been finalized?
There's still a few papers.
Sorry, I'm just gonna skip through it because I've heard this before. Oh no, our colleague is dead. Oh no, Rose is dead. Wow. So, I'm actually not sure what the right choice is here, but I'm assuming it's go to work and not bed rot. Yeah, that's what it chose last time as well. You're not gonna get information if you just bed rot away. Uh-oh, I forgot about this. I forgot about this. I forgot about this. This is what I call the rhythm game. Which I said I succeeded. This one's easy. Oops. Oops. I just had to call it easy. I just had to call it easy and then I started fucking up. I forgot it was here, okay. Shouts out for me agonizingly. Is she gone? Surely opening my eyes to take a peek. I don't dare move or make a noise. In the face of such terror, I can only beg, let out silent pleas to whoever is out there. Please, please don't let her notice. I want to live. Yeah, it's another chapter. Oops. Yeah, oops indeed. Actually, I'm gonna check what it does if I choose the other options since I never did. Stay at home. My hand automatically moves to press the delete button. What's the use? I wouldn't be able to work anyway. Not with this weighing on me. Not with the images flashing in my mind. Not with these voices calling for me. Over and over and over. Actually, I think this is the option that gets Isabella killed. Because so far, from what I figured out, every character has a choice, like one specific choice, that can get them killed. And I actually wasn't sure what it was for Isabella, but I think staying home is what gets her killed. I'm pretty sure. I feel like Isabella has a lot of choices between confronting and fleeing the situation. That was Asho calling her a scaredy cat. Yeah, I feel like that is true. Like, I feel like that's an overarching theme in general, like you have to face it, but I feel like it's true for Isabella especially. It also would make sense for why hiding from the problem is what gets her killed. The Defia is still running. I know this vaguely, having been left open the night before, but I have no desire nor interest in it now. Rose is dead and it's all my fault. Showing a pillow over my head, I make an attempt to sleep again. Anything, just so I won't feel this heavy feeling in my chest. A cheerful voice with a tinge of hesitance greets me when I answer the sudden call.
Hey there! How are you feeling?
So confronting stuff would logically be the optimal choice. I would say, yeah, I do agree. That's why I also went back and chose to look up at the ghost instead of praying for it to go away.
Good morning, Becca.
I just want to check on you. I heard the news. How are you doing?
I just realized that I am backseating. I am doing since way earlier. No, don't worry about it. In Gadosha, I want you. In Gadosha, you don't really backseat. In Gadosha, you're careful to only tell me things when I actually need to know them. And in this game, like, If this was my first playthrough, I would say something about it, but since I already got my first ending, I'm not just trying to, you know, see stuff, so I don't mind. Don't worry about it. And in this game, yeah, no, in this game, I don't mind because it's not my first playthrough. If it was my first playthrough, I would probably have more to say about it. It's a separate question. Let's open up a dam of emotions I've been keeping at bay.
Rose, she...
No, don't worry about it.
Shh, it's okay. I know. I'm sorry. I know how much she means to you.
No, you don't understand! This is what I've been telling you guys!
What you've been telling... Alright. Tell you what. Why don't we eat dinner together today? I heard the diner near your office is serving your favorite today. My treat?
Oh, there's actually another choice. I never did this one. I'm actually gonna make a separate save for this one. I mean, I can also just... No, I'll make a separate save for this one. I'm gonna decline her offer first because I know it was to get Isabella killed. And I just want to see her die. I know that sounds very evil, but... Listen, I just want to see the deaths because I haven't yet, okay? I'm not gonna be able to see the epilogue with them all dead, but that's okay. I just want to see. I just want to see.
No, I'm not at the office! Ugh, never mind, we're not safe! Not anywhere!
Listen, wow, listen. I kept her alive the first time. I just want to see the CGs, okay? I want to unlock the CGs. I'm a completionist, okay? Let me. Okay, Kirsch, that's crazy. That's crazy. How dare you?
What are you talking about? And don't shout. I was just inviting you to help take your mind off things.
The letter!
This again? Ghosts aren't real, Isabella. They're just stories made up to scare children.
You're always saying that, but look what happened to Rose! I know what I saw!
The police says it's a homicide case.
Didn't you see what's in her room? That's not something another human being would do!
I mean, I actually have to disagree with her there. There are definitely human beings who would do that. It's just that in this case it isn't.
Come on, Rebecca! You have to believe me this time!
Isabella, I know you're in shock, but you have to wait for the authorities' findings. You can't just make assumptions based on some stupid letter you picked up somewhere.
Because of your selfish need for completion, you would want to make fake virtual characters suffer for morbid curiosity. Yeah, I guess I would. I'm a little bit evil, what can I say? Ghostly human beings? Yeah, that's also true. I guess it is still a human being doing it, just a dead one.
You're still not going to believe me. Even if someone else already died, no?
You know that's not what I'm trying to get at.
What if Zach comes next? Or Ashton? Or you?
Could you imagine Rebecca dying? That would be crazy. Unsafely TOS is great. Yeah, guys, I need to be cancelled. I'm clearly letting my power, my influence get to my head. I need to be cancelled. This needs to be put to a stop before I cause more harm to society.
Did you see what she did to Rose? We're all completely powerless against her, and you still won't listen!
Isabella, enough already. Where are you anyway? At home? Of course you're at home. I'm coming over.
Forget it. The same. They're all the same, no matter how much you warn them. I let the phone slide up from my grip and turned my attention to the news. Never mind that Becca's still on the line. She's never going to listen anyway. They never will. I'm all alone in this. At the end of the day, no matter how gloomy the headlines are, it's still better.
The Luxbon Police Department continues its search for the following reported missing people.
It's so gonna crawl out of the screen. It's so gonna crawl out of the TV screen. The ghost is so gonna crawl out of the TV screen. Why am I saying that? Because we already know the ghost can do it. The ghost has done it before. In Ashton's chapter, the ghost crawls like out of the security monitor screen. And I have a feeling we're gonna see the same thing happen here. It's like beehived, not the beehived. Hold on a second. Missing, aren't they? So I've got to check. Frantic, I open my laptop. The loud tapping of my fingers against the keys fills the room for the rest of the day as I look through everything. The record about the place is history from the current owners and a list of employees hired under PRC. The night is fallen by the time I've finished going through my copies of the documents on our database. And I'm right. Of course I am. PRC may not have a lot of staff, but they have a lot of agents hired. But I have to remember those names anywhere. After all, they're also part of the crew who worked with us in preparing the mansion for the open house. Then the letters. No, that can't be. I hope it's not what I'm thinking.
But Rose is...
My train of thought gets cut off when arms envelop me from behind. Uh-oh. Well, it wasn't crawling out of the TV screen. But I do have to laugh at the I couldn't help but laugh, me too, because the achievement was called free hugs. Oh no. Oh no, she's gonna get hugged to death. I can't help but laugh. When Becca says she's going to do something, you can be sure she'll do it.
You didn't have to come over, you know. You have classes tomorrow, don't you? And I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to yell. I just didn't want what happened to Rose to happen to you, Zach and Ashton. I wouldn't forgive myself. I think I figured out something too. Listen, Rebecca, sorry. I need to answer that. I've skipped work today. Rose is gone and my boss is probably beyond furious. No doubt that's him calling.
Spooky. Yeah, I don't think this is Rebecca, guys. It's just a feeling. I didn't realize that at this point of the story the ghost really would seem like the Grudge. Yeah, I guess. I wouldn't know. I don't know my pop culture, but she doesn't budge. Is she still angry? The phone's still ringing in the background.
Rebecca? What's gotten into you?
That's not Rebecca, Bookie Bear. Oh, interesting. We're seeing a... Oh, I get it. Now I remember where I saw the other picture. You get memories if you die. Let's see this, shall we? You've unlocked a memory fragment. Yeah, but it's just a picture, nothing else. Alright, let me reload to where she's still alive. I'm actually also gonna... By the way, I'm gonna stop the stream after I finish this chapter, but I want to see the Go With Rebecca option since I never saw that one before. I know I could just do multiple run-throughs and then try the new options, but nah, I just want to see them. It will stay unlocked, I'm pretty sure, so it's okay. Sure, let's meet up with Rebecca. Perhaps it's better to talk about Becca about this person in person, not over the phone when I'm calm. It's not too late, she might still listen to a reasonable explanation.
Okay. I'll meet you after school. So long as you don't make me pay, okay?
The game really does.
I treated you to free food the other day.
The game really does encourage me to kill people to unlock stuff, you're right. But Rebecca, you're sure pale today, yeah, I know, right? I mean... not as pale as she was when she jumped off the building. I'm sure her corpse was even paler, but yeah. Pretty pale still.
You know I'm not like that. If there's anyone who should be complaining here, it's me.
But promise me you'll stay safe, alright?
What's gotten into you? I don't think that's necessary, considering I'll be at school the whole day. I'll wait for you here, understood? Don't be late. I can only stay until...
Promise me! If something bad happens, you'll run and...
The Luxborn Police Department continues its search for the...
I left the phone away from my ears and turned my attention to the news. Never mind that Becca's still on the line. These faces... Hold on a second. Missing? Aren't they...
Becca, I'll call you back. There's something I have to look up.
Wait, Isabella, what are you...
Frantic, I pressed the end call button to open my laptop. The loud tapping of my fingers against the keys was the room for the rest of the day as I looked through everything. The record about the place is history from the current owners and the list of employees hired under PRC. And I'm right. Of course I am. PRC may have a lot of staff. They may have a lot of agents hired, but I don't remember those names anywhere. After all, they're part of the crew who worked with us and prepared the measure for the open house. Still, I've got to check. One by one, cops are called. I go through each missing person. This isn't anything illegal, right? I'm just someone concerned over a fellow co-worker. Apparently, it's still different. The night is fallen. By the time I've gone through the whole thing, they're gone. They're really gone. No one knows where, but they're gone. Then the letters. No, that can't be. I hope it's not what I'm thinking.
Rose is...
Something snaps into place in a fraction of a moment. These people and Rose...
I need to tell someone.
They need to know. Ash, Zach, Becca, that's right. We occurred to me that she needs to know. Of course, of course. The letter, my phone, papers, anything that will be useful. I grab all of them and make a run for the nearest bus stop. I guess this might actually be the best option, because in the other branch she doesn't realize. Actually, maybe she does. I think she also checks still at the company. Either way, I'm not sure which one is actually the better option. Going to meet Rebecca or going to work. I'm already late. Becca must really be annoyed with me, but maybe if I use the subway, I can still get to her before her patient snaps. As I run, I bring up my phone to my ear. Her number's already been dialed. Each rings in sync with a quick tapping of my foot against the pavement, the sound taking away the edge from the agonizing wait. She's not answering. Uh-oh. Oh, we're still gonna die here. We're gonna die anyway. This is definitely a bad option. We're still gonna die here. You know what this reminds me of? Nobody is going to understand this reference because nobody here plays freaking dating sim games. But there's a specific cop dating sim called Color X Malice. And the one thing I have learned from playing that game is never ever take shortcuts in a visual novel, because you will always die. You will always die. There's nothing more lethal in a visual novel than taking alley shortcuts, because literally I'm sorry to spoil this fact about the game for you, but in that game, in every single route, you get a choice to go through an alley and it kills you every single time without fail. Like, it's really taught me something. Since the game seems to put emphasis on relationships, I would bet the choice of meeting with her is the best one, and before I sent the message, I think I proved that that was right. I don't know. Lamau bad? Yeah, I don't know if you were, right? It seems like she might be dying here, not gonna lie. Or maybe it's another quick time, I don't know. No lights, no other pedestrians passing by at this time of night. It's dangerous, but right now I have to. If I want to fix this, I have to get to her. Reaching the crosswalk at the end of the short avenue was a relief. A little more and I'll be at the station once I get to the other side of the street. My fingers fly over the keypad once again in an attempt to call her. 5 seconds till the signs change. Please answer. 4 seconds. Becca's still not picking up. 3. I redial her number for the 3rd time. 2. Please, I beg of you. 1. My feet are already moving, and finally it connects. Uh-oh. The road grinds to a halt, and when I look up, she's there. Well, that's definitely new. This is a cool SCG. Not gonna lie, this might be my favorite CG in the game so far. Like, maybe it's because the faces are all like out of frame, so I can't tell how weirdly they are drawn. But this looks like an actually decent CG. I like this one. Oh, that was a choice of meeting with her. Yeah, we're doing the choice of meeting with her right now. No, the hug one was not the choice of meeting with her. That was choosing not to meet with her. This is what happens when you choose to meet with her. Sorry if it's unclear. I know I'm skipping through stuff pretty fast, but yeah, we're seeing what happens when you meet right now. But the same misshapen face, tattered clothes, and a sightly gait. Her voice reaches out to me again, calling like every other time. Whispering, and whispering, drowning my ear with endless pleas and cries, gripping with words I couldn't even begin to understand. There are shadows pulling at the edges of my vision, and the terror her presence brings wants itself tighter on my legs this time, pinning me to the ground.
No! Enough! How can I possibly help you? I couldn't even help myself, or the people I dragged into this.
She smiles, her lips contorting into something menacing. And right then and there, I understand the cutting anger in her eyes and the depth of the circumstance we found ourselves in. There is no escape. It's the last thing I see before my phone slips from my fingers and... I knew it! No, I know this is gonna sound like I am lying, but... I know this is gonna sound like I am lying, but like the moment she said she was waiting for a crosswalk, and was on her phone. I knew this was gonna happen. The moment she started counting down for the crosswalk, I knew she was gonna get hit by a car. I had a feeling. Yeah, guys, I don't think meeting with Rebecca's the right option, just a feeling. Also, I think this is actually, if it makes sense, the more canon way to die. The reason I am saying that is because Rebecca dies on a phone call with Ashton. Now, Isabella is dying on a phone call with Rebecca. So I feel like that's actually, I feel like there's probably gonna be options for everyone to die on a phone call. I don't know, it just feels like it makes sense as like a through line. Brutal, yeah, that's rough. That's something. Oh, apparently I got all endings for chapter 1, which yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's sure something. I'm unfortunately not gonna be able to see how the other characters react to it because I'm gonna try and get the good ending. But I will probably at the end of it do like a quick through line of have everybody die and stuff. I mean, I could also just decide like, okay, I'm gonna go through try and pick all of the good options and then leave the other ones for I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I have a week to think about it, so it's fine. For now, I'm just gonna make sure that I'm good to the next chapter. Oh god, I have to do the quick time again, I forgot. Oh no. I guess it's not really a quick time, we're like just a mini game. See, I can do rhythm games. I know how to do rhythm games. Wait, let me say it real quick. Yeah, it's fine, I'll just say over it. There we go. I'm gonna leave that one there because it's, you know, for the endings. Alright. Thank you for watching. Yes, that was I still am not decided on how I felt about that ending. I feel like it was a bit short, but hopefully the second playthrough, which will be a lot faster, will make up for it. We'll find something more interesting. But yeah, I will be back again with it next week. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. I don't know, I feel excited to get the other endings even more than I am to continue the story normally than like last time. There was an ending of all time. Yeah, we were ending it with Isabella getting hit by a car. Thanks for the stream, no problem. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. It made it more fun. One of the endings for sure. Yeah. Alright, bye bye guys, bye bye.